Yo, it's me. Sec. 38 is a number that exists.
Like,
Like,
Like the kind of thing I'd fucking commission.
Yeah, but it's the same that artists are expensive.
Who
I mean,
said?
quite rightfully expensive. Like, I'm not down doing artists, but like, Jesus, money is hard to come by.
Who needs money anymore? Let's be honest here.
This button, ironically.
World 4 is still represented by a bandit.
Who would've guessed?
A bean dip. My bad. I didn't get the old joke correct.
Bean dip.
Bean dip.
Bean dip.
Bean
All
dip.
of that started from a typo.
Didn't it? Isn't that
Yeah.
great?
Don't quite a lot of our bits originate from typos. Like, remember
Oh man,
Biff?
it's time for Book Hill the Puka's castle.
I love him. Who is he? I made a
A
mistake in
castle.
life.
If you guessed Game Guy would make a mistake in life, you were right.
The line is "you win." Gosh. Oh no!
Well, technically both are true.
Yamic.
Yeah, but it's a specific line.
Well, where could these
Indips
Pokemon
went
evolve
well,
into
but can they
survive
scream,
her? Anytime.
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 Gotta watch out for Coopers.
Sick dodge, yo.
Not to be confused with Cooper. That guy has his life together. That's the
Finally.
joke. He actually does not.
I think that's Deadly Veil.
Yeah.
Deadly, deadly land.
Deadly, deadly land. Yo, remember the days when I did this?
Yeah.
What a bad idea. Boy, howdy, I have exactly 2 eggs. I'm prepared for this circumstance.
2 eggs. You only need 9 more.
I mean, technically speaking, I only need 2 eggs.
2 more eggs. 2 more eggs.
This is a fucking ordeal.
This is a strat. It's so funny listening to me talk about this particular room in LPIA 2010 again. I'm like, I can't go in the upper path. It's impossible. I didn't get the key.
Proceeds to do it.
Guys,
with
you, you didn't remind me to get the key.
If you guess Game Guy forgets to get the key, you win.
You sure do. I don't even remember where the key is.
The
Glad I
funny
got
thing is,
One of your watermelons.
I think I
got-
did it. I think I did this room the old
Ah.
way and got it on my first try.
How does one die?
fall in this
Stop
pit.
breathing. Easy.
Ah.
You just jump in this pit.
Yoshi just holds his breath until he suffocates.
Oh
Well,
no.
wouldn't he just go unconscious? I mean, that's a self-defense mechanism.
Ah, yes, go unconscious so you don't die.
Finally, the strat.
You're not wrong. That's the thing.
Yeah, that is indeed how it works.
I should probably eat some Coopers.
Not to be confused with Cooper.
That guy has his life together.
It's a joke because he actually doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yet.
Ever.
Was he making improvements?
No.
I'm gonna get more pasta salad.
More pasta.
Salad.
Pasta
speaking
fall.
Things. I forgot to eat a popsicle yesterday. That means I get to eat 2 today. That's
No,
the
Wow!
rule.
That's the rule! Koopa, I freaking need eggs. Will you just allow me this service, please? Thank you. That's stars. I don't want that.
That's the stinky.
Was I supposed to go? I know the key's over there where that middle ring is, but I don't know. I guess I go down that path because I don't know. I thought those 2 coins might be red or something. One would think, you know, I remember a lot of the strats about how to actually. Those are red. Where do I go then?
Into the lava.
Well, yeah, clearly now.
Dinner's ready. I gotta eat
See ya.
actual
Look,
food.
look at these people not feeding themselves beforehand.
It's true. If you guessed I forgot the layout of this level, you win. By the way.
How many winners are we gonna have today?
I don't know. Is anybody even guessing? Nobody's gonna get those sick game guy points if nobody guesses. Game guy points are redeemable exactly nowhere. But man, they sure are nice to have.
What if I wanted to redeem them though? Can I redeem them for bonus levels?
No.
Unfortunate. Well, this time I'm gonna guess you forgot something you already knew.
There's just another door down here that I just forgot. No. There is. There's just a door up here in the corner that I just never saw. Alright. I am remembering things.
Can you redeem them for Beth? No. Key.
Food.
What's your point?
Food eating sounds.
Food eating noise.
Slime sounds.
Man, doing this without the watermelon part bundle. That'd be bad.
Do you say watermelon hat?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your point?
I just wanted to make sure.
Wow, look at all this nothing I spit out. Hilarious.
Should have farted.
That's not how this works.
Oh, heck.
Yeah, this room is great. Especially when I lick at the egg and it just doesn't go. That's my favorite part.
Well, if you guess Game Guy wouldn't be able to lick the egg, you win.
I need to get another melon before I come back in the level. Please take my baby. I don't want it anymore! Idiot!
You might as well waste your freezy melon if you're not gonna need it.
I mean, why?
So then you have more room
Lakitu,
for
why are you
other-
even coming anywhere near me?
So then you have more room for other
Rub it in
melons.
your face. Lakitu's a cocky bastard.
It's true. Yeah, no, I have to leave the level and get more melons, because I'm really cool. That's not the select button. I mean, it is, but it's not. Because for some reason I decided to put the you know what, we're just gonna reset. For some reason I decided to put the select button on the start button and the start button on the select button.
Why would he do that?
Because it feels more natural to me to press... Because you press the select button to open up that menu with all the items and your score and everything. And I don't understand why that's select. Because I would much rather that be start.
Me too.
Alright, LLBA.
B-A-R.
Little bar.
Blah, 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 blah. Watermelon
What if,
spit.
what if you could redeem Game Guy points for chips
No.
No, you can't redeem Game Guy.
or another useless currency?
You can't redeem Game Guy points. Anyway.
Yoshi wins and gets a fire melon he doesn't need. Weehow!
Yoshi has become a firebender.
Wow.
I'm really glad I have to do this, like, finger puzzle to get to this menu.
Every time.
It's great.
I do like Bandit with a Yoshi mask.
I like to imagine the watermelon seeds are coming out of the Yoshi mask's nose, even though they're definitely not.
Weehow.
One melon.
One.
One!
Two?
No.
Two.
Two is not allowed. You ever seen a two?
Yeah.
Dang. I was so sure that you hadn't. They might as well have been a myth. The elusive two. Almost as good
The
as one,
elusive.
even though it's better by a factor of double.
Yes, please, give me more fire melons. I need those.
Because here's the thing about two. You see that? Oh, wait, yeah, I said there is a two there. Fuck.
Got him.
That was your plan all along. Your control scheme was two to throw me off at this exact moment.
Now, why would you ever use Control Scheme 1?
You've thrown me off.
Oh my gosh, please, can we stop that?
Haha, no. One.
Watermelon!
But watermelon.
Watermelon.
Did that guy even eat a watermelon? That's a really good spot to sit there and shoot watermelon seeds at me.
Hootermelons.
The AI in this game is great.
Whitermelons.
It's not though, actually.
Huh? What Dragon
Outermelon.
say?
The AI in this game is great.
Ostensibly.
It's not though, which is why it's funny.
Yeah. Just like how just like the statement that Cooper has his life together.
Ah, funny joke.
It's funny because Cooper actually is gay.
What would that have to do with anything?
That's the joke. It doesn't.
What?
Does Cooper is gay?
Does Cooper really is gay?
Who knows?
Well, apparently you do.
That's right.
You can't say no one knows. You clearly do.
I was asking who knows, and you answered
2.
it.
I only know 1s and 0s.
Well, I know at the very least Cooper is gay for Metaton because if either you're gay for Metaton or you're a
Gosh,
liar.
Heck. I don't know. I don't get the feeling Parakarry is really into anything but male. Don't take that the wrong way. Because that was not intended to be a pun. Colorado, I could believe. I mean, he already doesn't care about his wife, so...
I mean, that's just because he's a boomer.
I'm just thinking about how Parakarry is gay because he's into male.
Lick the thorns. Lick them!
Mock.
As long as you don't touch them, you're fine. So licking them is okay.
Yeah, even
Licking
though
is
licking
okay.
is punching. Even though licking is basically tongue analog to punching.
Tongue
Tongue analog, but what about tongue digital?
You have to trade in for a tongue Blu-ray.
Tongue Blu-ray.
Tongue.
Blue tongue.
The tongue.
What's weirder, like conceptually, tongue ray or blue tongue?
Yes.
I mean, I've seen blue tongues on, like, lizards.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Thank you, licking, for working.
If you guessed getting a flower anyway, you win.
This part is just dumb.
Yeah, you really have to babysit your eggs.
Steal the baby.
Because this is just one of those parts that's literally a non-issue in the main game.
I mean, that's low score challenge.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that is...
Non-issues become big issues, and big issues become non-issues.
That's the funny thing, because in the GBA version, they moved the flowers way closer together. In the original, they were in, like, the bottom right and left corners of that room. Or something. Either that or they were in the upper corners. I don't remember which. Point is, they were, like, not in the way in the slightest.
Oh. Destroying this stuff.
Yoshi's mouth just suddenly being full is funny to me.
Me too.
Agree.
You know, it just occurred to me, can you use watermelon seeds on those blocks? I don't know if that'd be any easier because they spread, but...
I don't see why you wouldn't. Ooh. Close one.
Yeah, I don't like that room.
I usually try and just stay in the middle and get rid of both columns. I feel like that's easier.
Then it's harder to lick at the egg, because it can veer to any side, feels like. Also, I could have just killed myself in here, turns out, but whatever. Alright, you know what? Just so, for the sake of saving time here...
I mean, you have a bazillion lives.
That's not what I'm worried about. I'm worried about potentially screwing up the 0 and having to replay the level.
Ah.
This is more a safety measure.
I just look at the stream and I'm like, wait, what's Yoshi doing in the white void?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, this boss is one of the more difficult ones to zero, I'd say.
I don't know. He's kind of middle of the road, I feel.
Is this still inside of a castle?
Sure.
Yes, it's inside Hookbill. You know, because this is the Koopa's castle.
I do like his various starting to fall over sprites.
No, this is a really good boss.
Ah! Just starts running immediately, like some kind of cheater.
This is another rule of 3 boss, right?
Yeah.
Which is fair, because this guy, it takes a bit of work to get one hit in.
Well, I can't believe all you have to do is jump on him to get eggs.
Baby Mario, you are hilariously in my way.
Very tragically in the way. Dumb idiot baby.
Stupid idiot baby.
Dumb stupid idiot baby.
Oh. You probably don't want to get hit there, actually.
That seems reasonable. Easy.
Alright, that actually was a little easier than I remembered it being.
Same.
You know, once Baby Mario was just not in the way.
I still think about in the LP when Baby Mario just kind of went to you while you were ground pounding.
Yeah, it happens. Didn't I do that epic slow-mo thing?
Yes.
Sweet.
Whoa.
Bring ha.
Bring ha. God, I love that.
Yeah, we don't even go to the volcano. What's the point of the volcano, huh?
To look pretty.
It's pretty
I wanted to go
small
volcano.
volcano. Like, compared to those hills.
Yeah, well, I mean... What the... Did I
Response
just
goes
hear...
here.
Am I hearing fireworks? It's not the 5th of November for a fucking long time. Why the fuck can I hear fireworks?
I don't know. You guys like bitrate?
Fucking gorgeous!
I was just thinking about how I would like no bitrate.
Me too.
It's pretty great when there's no bitrate.
But what about bot rate?
I don't know.
What about byte rate?
This part is scary.
What about...
bot rate?
I was gonna say that! Fuck you!
What about nibble rate?
Freaking get out of my everywhere.
What about Bitcoin rate?
No.
No.
We already made Bitcoin jokes.
It's true.
Like, okay, in fact, even better question. Why are the alleged fireworks at 1:45ish in the morning.
Because it's got to be nighttime. Otherwise, what's the point? You don't do fireworks during the day. What do you think this is, X and Y?
Hey, game guy, I hate to break it to you, but what do you think morning means?
What?
I was taking a joke at how it's AM.
Okay, listen, you. Dr. Professor Literal over here.
Dr. Professor Literal.
Dr. Professor Literal.
He's got both a doctorate and he's a professor,
A doctorate and a professorate.
which actually I think is not that uncommon. I assume.
Yeah.
What about
I
Professor
think-
Dr.
I'm
Mrs.
pretty sure most professors are doctors.
What about Dr. Professor Mr. Mrs. Mime, the third Esquire?
Agree.
Okay, that's a bit much.
No, excuse
No?
me, that's exactly the correct amount.
Yeah, don't you remember the X and Y law? Gosh.
That's
you're right.
Is Leia even here for that?
Look,
You ever
it's
just
been a
completely
while.
miss the ice cube?
That was actually impressive at how you managed to miss that.
Yeah,
You just
I
fucking
don't
threaded
know,
the
man.
needle in completely the wrong way.
I'm pretty sure the only Pokemon stream I didn't see was Original Silver and Ultra Moon or Ultra Sun, whichever one it was.
Moon!
Moose.
Moose.
I'm still
Pokemon
disappointed
Ultra
we didn't
Moon.
get a Moose Pokemon in Gen 7, so then we would have all been obligated by Pact to use it.
By Pact.
Yeah.
Oh no, you made the cactus sad!
Yeah,
We
They
all-
already-
We all agreed, as of the events of that event, and consequently the birth of Daniel, that if a Moose Pokemon was in Gen 7, we would all be forced to use it by our own admission.
If we get a Canada region, I have high expectations for the Moose Pokemon.
High expectations for the Moose.
High Moose
Is
expectation.
Lakitu dead?
The High Moose Bar. High Moose Bar.
High Moose.
The
Yeah, you can jump on
concept
this
of
level,
High
right?
Moose Bar entertains
While
me.
they're hanging.
What now?
You know you can jump on the evil flowers while they're hanging, right?
Yeah, probably. But I didn't.
Oh yeah, didn't you have
How's
a
it hang?
for them in your no score challenge?
No, I think I didn't change them. Because that's kind of the joke.
Oh, I could have sworn you made them happy.
Aggressively
If I did,
happy.
I don't remember. Thank goodness this pink Yoshi is helpful.
Yeah, that one. Remember that? Remember that joke last time?
It's a pretty good
And
joke.
every time.
Hold on, Snowball, I need a penguin. Penguins are useful because you cannot swallow them.
Oh god, that made me mad. That's quotable if I ever heard one.
Is it?
Yeah, so
It's funny how I'm just doing a lot of these strats without even explaining that they're strats.
you would make a good one with EDQ then, clearly.
You know, that part where I kind of just jumped over some red coins and didn't even explain that they were red coins.
TBA game.
I would love to see a low score challenge speed run.
I would love to see low score challenge played by anyone besides me.
Well, game guy, here's the thing. If you practice enough at it to be able to do it in one sitting, you can claim an easy world record.
To be fair, well, I mean, technically that's not even true. Because there is a low score speed run. The problem with it is it's hilariously out of date.
Well, you can snipe the world record by getting a lower score.
If you guess that, I guess that's a red coin, you win!
I was half expecting you to say that the catch is that it is for the SNES version.
No, it was GBA. It came out around the time that the original GameFAQs thread was about. So, like, it's
I say you've doubted this more than, like, most of the people who haven't looked into it ever would think of.
Well, because that's where I got the strats for Extra 1 and 2. Is that speed run. Goodbye!
Oh.
Bye, Snowman. We'll miss
Wouldn't
you.
that have been the old strats for Extra 2?
Old strats for Extra 2 was literally pixel perfect jumps, have fun.
Yeah, but then wasn't there one after that that was when the platform shoots up for a very short moment, you take a jump?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. So not the current strats.
Well, I mean, it doesn't get a 0, if that's what you're asking.
Again, game guy, if you practice this, you can get a new world record by having a lower score.
I think it also got a 23 on the skiing level, like a pleb.
23?
Wow, what a scrub.
That's pathetic. Like, anything higher than 10 is pleb levels.
Isn't the lowest score on it an 11, or is that a
It's
different
11. I don't remember if any of these are red.
So, yeah, British, I hate to break it to you.
Wow, that's just a pleb scoring level then. Gotta find out new strats.
Oh, trust me. I would love to.
I still, I like, all hell aside, I do think it's really freaking cool that the strats involve jumping on a goonie.
That Goonie, the fact that it exists is hilarious to me.
It really is.
Oh, hey, the Shy Guy's still alive. Nice. Not anymore.
So, who did you? Were you the one who figured out the Goonie strat?
Okay, actually, the Goonie strat was in the speed run. I did forget. That's where that came from. But I think he got the flower still.
Yeah.
I don't actually remember. I'd have to look at it again, but
Honestly, I think the low score challenge would be a thing for people outside of your viewership if it were viable on the SNES, because
yeah, no, I'm well aware there's a general lack of appeal for this version of the game.
which I don't get because this is a better version.
Oh, if you guessed my jump didn't jump and the penguin pushed me off, you win!
Hooray!
I have occasionally looked around to see if there's anybody at all doing anything as far as like 0% low score, whatever you want to call it, on Yoshi's Island. There's generally no one. Like, I'll find some real old YouTube videos that just never go farther than like World 1, and that's about it.
Yeah, you would think for like people loving to do low score like Metroid games that something like this would be popular.
That's
but...
the thing. You know all those videos that are like long, in-depth videos on how to beat like insert Mario game with 0 coins or whatever? I figured as soon as those got popular, there might have been one that, I don't know, decided to do something with Yoshi's Island, but, no,
Well, game
apparently.
guy, looks like you're gonna have to be the one to make it.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
no,
lie,
just
the
do it-
thought has crossed my mind.
Yeah, do a super court.
Well,
I mean,
that's just it. The thing is, I wouldn't mind actually just having one video explain basically everything.
yeah, anything
Oh,
that's
okay.
remotely difficult. If you guess that,
You guess that I just kind of
penguin thing-
missed the penguin, you win.
Yeah, so yeah, game like you could have a super court of basically anything resembling difficult, and then like or anything that would give you points. Then yeah.
My
That would
problem
probably
is
be
I
like
would would need to find time to actually do that.
You want me to help you script, right?
It's not even so much the script as it is actually playing through the game, because the problem with that, I would need to also cover the SNES version, because most people are going to be like, why would I play GBA?
Wow, that's the thing you explain at the beginning of
Well,
the video.
I would explicitly state, listen, if you want to do this in Super Nintendo, you can. Just realize you can't actually get a 0 on the world map. Also, I forgot, there's probably just a fire melon in here. There sure is. I don't know why I didn't think that was a fire melon.
I still just hate just people's general aversion to like the GBA version of this game.
The sounds are bad, though.
People need to fucking stop whining about the GBA sound card. We get it. The Super Mario Kart tracks on Super Circuit didn't sound great. That's like the only case of GBA sounding noticeably worse than SNES.
Honestly, I think some of the tracks in Yoshi's Island sound better on GBA.
I don't know about that one, but
Most
They're
of them
not-
I think are better on the SNES.
they're not
but-
like bad.
Yeah, and none of them are like bad.
Do you want to come back, Ski Lift?
Like- I get it in the case of like, you know, like the fuzzy effects and the pseudo 3D. But like everything else is just like
People are cowards.
people are hipster cowards.
Oh, goodbye, Snowman.
He was just gone. My egg did nothing because he was just gone.
Yeah, they just sometimes feel like whenever they feel like they just fall off the lift.
Penguin.
I still don't understand how that really works.
Well, that penguin is freaking dead.
This part is
Pissy.
still like the intended method.
I mean, you're supposed to probably get pushed by the penguin underneath.
Oh yeah,
it.
you are. You are.
But they also just give you this egg block, so it's like... Actually, I need a penguin, speaking of.
Penguins exist over there.
Do they, though?
Yeah. You cannot eat a penguin, though. That's illegal.
Do not eat penguins. They are immune to poor.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can eat them, you just can't swallow them.
Immune to vor.
You can lick the penguin. You can taste the penguin. But you cannot swallow the penguin.
Does the act of vor have to include swallowing?
I think if it doesn't, it's just... You know what? Never mind.
If it doesn't, it's just mouthing,
Mouth play.
teasing, whatever.
Oh, so it's really cool that they at least put that Goonie there?
That's another just convenient.
I mean, it's bad enough there's no enemy at the end of the level. They couldn't have just put a Goonie in the last room and, you know, made me happy.
Yeah, if only they had done that 20 some
Alright.
years ago they made this game.
All right, folks, it's time. Woo!
Is it, though? I don't remember
Oh boy,
the
it's
timing
time
for
for
any
Yoshi.
of this, so that'll be fun.
Well, if you guessed that the ski jump
I'm
would
not
have
even...
red-
Let's just do a... If you guessed skiing accident, you win. for like the next
Oh, nice.
hour.
I could get some free game guy points this way.
Skiing
Okay,
accident.
I'm gonna
let's
guess skiing accident.
Oh wow! Jumped too high.
go. If you guessed skiing accident twice, you were right. You
To be
win.
fair,
Nice.
some of these aren't gonna be accidents. Let's be real.
I'm gonna guess skiing non-accident.
You lose.
Ski accident ye.
Yoshi breaks his leg skiing to get out of like a family meeting or something.
Yoshi turned himself into a pickle.
Oh,
Oh no. Funniest skit I've ever
okay.
seen.
I have to remember where the jump point is for the Goonie.
Yeah, I think it's just like at the lowest point on that jump.
I
Skiing
tried to
accident.
jump in the dip and it didn't seem to work, but it could be still.
Yeah. I don't remember the timing for that guy. It's weird. I should do another low score run because I hate myself.
Whoop, that wasn't it.
You ever just feel like inflicting pain upon yourself?
All the time.
Well, I know you do because you're doing the low score challenge.
Here we go again!
Skiing accident. Wow, I can't. Never noticed that Mario's wearing like
Nope.
freaking snow cap Santa hat.
Listen,
It
Mario
has
with the
eight
ski cap is the best.
It has an H on it.
It sure does.
I just suddenly remembered that glitch where you can delete Baby Mario.
Please do not delete Baby Mario.
Yeah, unfortunately that's SNES exclusive.
What does the H stand for?
Hario.
Wow, I can't believe Mario's skiing persona is called Hario.
I still
dog.
think about Hario.
Aereo
Always
is good.
think about Irio.
Never forget Aereo.
Never not think about Irio. Man, it's a shame Unalive's not here to see this sick skiing action.
Well, is he online?
Well, he was all like, don't you need to, like, learn how to do things? Still trying to figure that spot out.
Oh. Oh god, which one's unalive? I don't remember his fucking name on this Discord.
Yeah, it's Unalive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the line.
Well, I hit the Goonie.
Not the way you wanted, though.
Yoshi.
Yoshi! Yoshi!
Yoshi.
Yoshi!
Yoshi!
Yoshi, Yoshi, Yoshi. Also kind of want to bug Jeff into coming in here.
Sweet.
If
Yeah, I
you
know,
guess-
Jeff was like hyped for Yoshi's Island and he hasn't been here much.
Go poke the guy.
Sure.
Ask him if he wants to see game I have a Yoshi skiing accident.
Yoshi died in a skiing accident.
You have to let go, it wasn't your fault.
You have to let go. It wasn't your fault.
Oh.
You know, dying in a skiing accident must be bad enough. What about dying in a ski lift accident?
Sounds boring.
Hmm. I mean, most ski lift accidents would turn into skiing accidents, would they not?
I mean, I guess.
So how would you die in a ski lift accident that doesn't turn into a skiing accident?
If you forgot to wear skis.
Ah.
I think I have to jump somewhere going down the hill rather than in the dip.
Imagine trying to ski with your shoes instead of with...
That would be
That
bad.
wouldn't work very well.
Also, I love how one of Yoshi's fucking running sprites, he just has 3 legs.
Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
See, skiing with your shoes would actually be less dangerous than real skiing because you'd just be standing on the hill like, alright, let's go. Here we go. Just completely still. Because that's not how your shoes work.
Here we go!
Jeff
Oh.
responded.
Really was fun.
Dragon,
5 minutes should
Thank
be
you.
plenty.
I'm finally free.
Oh, thank goodness.
Now get your ass in call.
I've done it. Can't avoid
You
that
did it, You
one.
jumped on a bird. And now
I
time to
can
die in
avoid
a
that
skiing
one.
accident.
Wasn't it like you could avoid one or the other?
No, you can. I recall I sat there and used save states for a long time with that one red coin, and I could never avoid it.
Game guy, you need to get into a skiing accident.
Don't worry, it'll happen. I suppose it could have
In
happened
fact,
faster
you
if I
need
just
to
made
have
it
a
happen
skiing
earlier, but
accident.
whatever.
The accident was your fault. The
Imagine
accident
if-
was your fault. You don't need to let go.
Imagine if it was possible to botch this part.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Right. Well, it's to botch suiciding yourself. Is what I meant to say.
I mean, you literally press nothing and it happens.
Because isn't there no way to die on the last screen?
That's
On
the
the goal.
joke. Yeah.
Hi, Unalive. You get to watch Game Guy have several skiing accidents.
I have no
Several.
idea.
That is very optimistic.
Countless,
Dozen.
countless skiing accidents.
A lot.
At least
A
2.
sufficient amount of skiing accidents.
How you doing, Unalive?
I have spaghetti.
Huh?
Nice. I don't know what about just you bluntly saying that you have spaghetti was so funny to me, but it was.
You didn't jump off the bird.
I sure tried.
You didn't
This is
do
what
it,
this
though.
live grinding was for.
You pretty much, actually. Remember that part where all the Shy Guys kept popping out and we're like, wow, life, it... Oop.
Well, Game Guy, goodbye.
Listen, I had to get to the next hole. You can't just expect death immediately, Britain.
I control the speed at which die.
That is not accurate.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Howie.
Told you.
What did you tell me?
Oh yeah.
what was that supposed to prove?
You sure showed him.
Everything.
The death has been controlled.
You
The
ever
speed at which death.
think about how if you eat a burrito, you just kind of
Sweet.
have a burrito?
Alright, Game Guy, time to Paris.
Yoshi.
Yoshi!
You ever think about this little bird here?
Yoshi.
It keeps coming back.
I don't tend
Good
to-
bird.
Imagine if you could store that bird in your mouth for the entire skiing trip.
Take bird percent.
They have yet to discover bird storage.
Well,
Truly sad. Oop.
Oops.
That flower is very tricksy to avoid.
yeah.
I forget said how.
Bird is
you
white
avoid-
now. Or light green, hard to tell. Goodbye.
Goodbye, bird. I'll miss you.
Me too.
If that bird changes color every time, that means it calls RNG.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Perfect
Of all the
RNG frame
things-
birdman.
Of all the things to advance the game's RNG clock, the color of that particular bird.
It's green again. I mean, it also calls RNG for its random hopping back and forth.
Wait, the bird can be different-
I forgot to jump, and I don't know
can
why.
The bird can have slightly different colorations.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like a light green right now. Sometimes it's like a lighter brown.
And sometimes it hops.
And sometimes it's actually a fox, and nobody knows why.
But what does it say?
Tweet.
I knew it.
Send tweet.
And post.
And...
And post.
you
And, oh, whoops, send that one to Ted Cruz.
know,
See,
I
now
just,
it's a brown.
Now it's
Yeah.
brown.
no, I just suddenly remembered a fucking egg-old video about a smart toaster. Like, this was before smart appliances really became popular. Like, this is a video, like, back when, like, the first iPhone came out. Because people making fun of it by making a smart toaster. Like,
That's cool and all, but when are we getting the Wii phone?
Eh,
the Wii phone.
I jumped way too early there. By the way, did you see my tweet? I think for like... It was either the last or second to last 1,000 Year Door stream where I tweeted at Now Live.
Oh.
It's pretty good.
Bet you now
I
Live feels
remember
pretty
I
stupid.
remember that video is old enough, like that toaster video is old enough to reference MapQuest, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, sweet.
I think it's MapQuest.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay, well.
Okay, you know that scene in, like, the very end of the first Harry Potter film where the professor turns to dust?
No.
Okay,
No,
well, literally,
actually.
that just happened to me after hearing the phrase, "What is MapQuest?" Game guy, you have to die.
No, I don't.
Game guy, you have to die.
I've
Okay,
made
you have to move
mistakes.
on.
Game
I'm
guy,
dying.
please kill yourself.
The red
No.
coin wasn't your
That,
fault.
that red coin is actually unavoidable.
Game guy, please, you have to die.
No.
Is it actually unavoidable?
Yeah, it is straight up unavoidable.
Wait, did you just make it?
Yeah, apparently.
Game guy, you defeated skiing.
I've defeated skiing
Too bad there's no way to hurt
In, like-
yourself.
10 to 15 minutes. We take those.
11.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Heinous.
I hate it. At least it's not 23. Hey, Unalive, you ready for shenanigans?
Wait, so if there was a 23, I know there was a flower. What else did they get points from?
Probably one of the other... Well, a few of the other red coins.
23.
25.
25.
Like, again, you'd have to look at, like, the old FAQ. Alright. So, Unalive, do you understand mechanics of this game?
I have had it explained to me at some point. how
So,
the-
this pipe, it's enterable. It takes you to a bonus room. That's cool, right?
yeah, that's, yeah.
You notice how there's a bottom part that also looks like the enterable part of a pipe?
Yes.
You can, in fact, enter that part of the pipe.
And it takes you to 1-1.
It takes you to 1-1.
Oh, okay,
Is
so
it-
this video, I found the video again.
It's not
It
indexed,
wasn't.
So it just warps you to 0-0 at level 0, which happens to be 1-1.
It's important because you cannot be damaged by Sluggy at all.
That's weird. I thought the heart could do damage to it.
Everybody says that, but it's not the case.
Okay, so I found the video again. It isn't as old as I thought, but it's still 2012 with a video, which is pretty old. And also, speaking of which, I'm surprised MapQuest was around that long. But if any of you want to watch this fucking smart toaster video before smart devices came around, then there you go.
Can you play Skyrim on it?
No, but we can get your Facebook hacked through your toaster.
Oh, sweet. Precisely what I want.
It's no different from usual.
Alright. Just for time's sake, I'm gonna go ahead and... so I don't have to set this up every time.
Wow, what a cheater.
See, because now I have to do it because I messed up.
Wow, what a cheater.
Did you do the aiming upward trick?
You know what, actually, I probably should.
Should probably split the.
Yeah, I realized my mistake as soon as
And
I
also-
started.
Also, this fucking video has some fucking ancient relics of memes. Like fucking, when the toaster's getting hacked, all your toaster belong to us. Like, Christ.
You know, I mean that's old anyway.
I know, but still, like, even for this video's release standards, that was still a fucking old meme.
Almost.
Well, it was old, but it wasn't yet ancient. What year was this video?
2012.
Yep, old, but not quite ancient yet.
And do you remember what to do at 1-1?
Yeah, vaguely.
You just fall.
No, because if you
You
fall, you die.
You hover. You fall to the right and hover 7 times.
Is it 7? I thought it was
spawns you
8.
It spawns you at 0-0, which is the very top
Probably
left corner of the
works, too.
map, so...
Gotta love these shenanigans.
This is why
There's
I'm doing the
actually-
restore point, because this is just really finicky.
There's something similar to that in Pokemon, too. In, like, Ruby Sapphire, there's a warp in the game that, for some reason, doesn't work properly, and so it sends you to Warp 0 of Map 0, which just so happens to be Petalburg.
Why?
Because,
I have all places Petalburg. Nice.
because it's in the index, it's Warp 0 of Map 0. And so when it looks for like, oh, what warp am I
Nice.
taking you to today? It looks at the number of the number of the warp and the number of the map that it takes you to, and it just so happens to be that particular map is 0-0.
I think you're hovering a bit early.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
'Cause, yeah, I remember you have to hover pretty damn late.
I hovered way late. I don't think I even hit the ceiling there.
Yeah.
Did you work today?
Yeah. I was not
Okay.
lined up good.
Go.
I think also you want to hop on the Shy Guy on the lower platform.
Is it the lower platform? I don't know why it would make a difference.
Well, I mean, you'd reach terminal velocity later.
Problem is the camera also pans up, so like it's hard to actually see the ground.
It's also kind of why I don't do it from the pipe.
Listen. I got it, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Help. Hey! You're a little bit early there, buddy.
Oh yeah, and this is just the thing of this.
Yeah,
Like,
no, the camera is really cool. Somebody split the mountain in half.
The parallax is broken.
Yeah, no, it's like this isn't intentional.
Somebody split the mountain in half. What is this, Super Mario Bros. Z?
Half the mountain is gone.
Wow, cutoff. This will never be. I did it! I defeated Sluggy.
I love that you just get the purple Yoshi.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it still thinks I'm, you know.
Even though this would be impossible normally.
Even though you'd expect it to realize you're in 1-1 and clear 1-1 again for
If you do a 1-1 warp in level 8, what color Yoshi even shows up?
Probably green.
Would it be green?
Yeah.
I mean, that seems obvious, I'm aware, but...
Well, goodbye, Sluggy.
Yeah. See you later!
We never even saw you, big bastard.
There was a 1-1 warp that's actually pretty easy to trigger by accident that I'm sure several kids probably stumbled upon.
Are we talking about the one in Monkey World, or...?
You go
Monkey
up the
World
pipe
or
and,
Meet Koopa and Paratroopa, I think is pretty easy.
well, there's
I don't know that one.
2-4.
That part after the Poochie room, if you spring too far to the left before Doom Tetris.
God, I love the Fat Goonies.
Goonies are literally the best.
I love Goonies. Like, they're so doofy.
I wish Goonies were in more games.
Me too.
Yeah.
I wish Goonies existed.
I wish Goonies were real.
Thank goodness there's a movie.
I was gonna make. I was thinking of a way to make that joke.
There's a lot less birds in that movie, though. It's weird.
Yeah, there's hardly any
Face.
Goonies.
You no.
Just do everything that pisses off one alive.
Is there no end to your depravity?
No.
It's okay.
Hey, Cameron, are there any more
unlike-
milds?
It's okay.
I'm
Unlike
sure
you
there's
didn't
more
get
mills.
egg in the previous room.
If you guessed I couldn't squeeze between the Goonies, you win.
Oh, God. I
Half
still
perception
remember
of
Onanai's
it's gonna be real
fucking
bad, though.
descent into madness as you destroyed everything in Mills Side Out. The poor Mills. Zoom. Yeah, that seems important.
A little bit.
Hey, you missed a flower.
Oh, darn!
Dang.
I can't
Guess
believe
we're
I've
never
done
gonna
this.
see that again.
I love the little dragonflies.
Me too.
You're never gonna get to do a bonus game at this rate.
You're right. And it makes me upset, actually.
I'm still sad about how close you got to a bonus game in the LP.
When did I get a bonus game?
You almost did.
But, like, when?
It would have been in that one secret world, I think it was. No, extra level. The
Oh,
mid.
right. Extra 4 before I realized you can just not get the flower.
Yeah, all the flowers in the game, except for, well, no, all of them are avoidable.
You know what would be hilarious, actually? Is if there was an unavoidable flower in Extra 1, where the game is literally hard-coded to never give you a bonus game.
Ah! Oh, God.
Wait, why?
Wait, really?
It's hard-coded like that because, first off, I don't know why this guy is here, ruining my life.
You're never getting that baby back.
It's hard-coded that way because in the Super Nintendo version, if you got a bonus game on Poochie Ain't Stupid, Poochie's graphics would screw the heck up.
Oh no!
because
Good.
he does not play nice with the big bonus game sign.
That's my favorite kind of fix
So
in a video game.
to fix it, they just straight up made it impossible to get a bonus game.
It's my favorite kind of fix is we couldn't reconcile these two things with one another, and so we just removed the possibility of having one.
Unfortunately, that's Google's approach to YouTube problems. Can't get
Well,
annotations
that's
to
Google's
play.
approach to Google problems.
Yeah,
Here's a solution. Why didn't they make it so that when you clear the level, Poochie turns into a coin?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh,
That's
no.
even worse. Actually, I think the
Why?
GBA version, Poochie also just, like... Oh, you know what? No! Hold on. I think I got it backwards, actually. I think it's hard-coded like that in the Super Nintendo version. In the GBA version, you're allowed to get a bonus game because Poochie just runs away at the end.
Ah.
Good riddance.
That's a good solution.
I don't know where I got that original idea of a solution from.
Yeah, because I was pretty sure I've gotten a bonus game on that. Well,
Yeah, I forget things sometimes. This level
Welcome
also
to Cloud
awful.
World.
Welcome to Cloud World!
That's it.
Ah!
No.
You missed the skiing.
Ah, heck. Well,
I mean, to be fair, skiing also lasted like 10 minutes, so...
That's
Also,
a
to be-
new. That's a new PB.
I have an excuse. I was asleep.
That's no excuse.
It's true.
Why?
This Gusty tastes like...
This
Oh, no.
this Ghosty tastes like the last book I read.
This
This
gusty
gusty
tastes
tastes
like
like the pause menu.
spaghetti.
The game had to
that I'm
stop.
eating.
It's a joke. Also, I love how Dragon literally stole my thunder because I was gonna do that. Oh, sweet.
Nice.
If you guess that baseball bubbas are jerks, you win.
6 shots.
Snipe
That will happen in this level.
a lot.
A lot. This level's bad.
Funny because that's
What?
the only.
No.
That's literally the only chance that guy has of ever actually killing you.
This Ghosty tastes like regret.
Ow, ow, ow.
Yeah, I saw you last time around, and I guess this time around too, try and get the Gusty, but instead get the Lockatoo.
Yeah, well, you know.
Happens.
No, I think my favorite part is in the SNES version because of the placement of the baseball guys and various other things. It's literally impossible to not get a red coin.
Hi, Jeff.
Howdy.
Sup?
You missed skiing.
Everyone
I
missed
did.
skiing, apparently.
It's
I
okay.
didn't.
Skiing is my favorite part.
Cool. It lasted like 10 minutes.
Well, you know.
Skiing is my
I love-
favorite drink.
I love these broad guys.
You mean the
Don't
Goonies?
fuck up.
Yeah,
Careful,
the
don't
Ah,
let
the
that end
back.
with baseball.
Talking just a little bit ago about how the Goonies
Hey, guys.
Goonies are just the best enemy in this game.
Don't let that guy commit baseball.
It's the Goonies.
Hey, you guys.
Remember the game Remember the game Ninja Baseball Batman?
No. Baby Ruth.
This part
They're
is
playing
bad.
baseball. That
Oh god.
If you
What
guess
is
that
it?
this
If
part
you-
is bad, you win.
If you guess baseball, you win.
Like, that red coin that I got, actually, like, the baseball guy simply throwing at all will cause you to get that red coin.
Should have stomped on him.
But he starts to throw literally before he's on screen, so there's nothing you can do.
You
How
okay?
lovely.
You tongue
You touch the red coin.
you tickle his
Holy
taint with the
shit.
tongue, and then you stomp him.
This
Dude,
Gusty didn't.
tastes like milk.
This Gusty didn't taste enough.
This
This
Gusty
Gusty
It's like a popsicle.
so
Okay.
Get used to it. You're never getting that thunder back. They're never gonna give you a chance.
To be fair,
you
I
can pause
stopped
the game all
trying.
you want.
No, the joke is that the game pauses.
Everything stops.
I
And
meant,
Yoshi turns towards the screen.
I'm not getting this joke.
Okay,
That's what Gusty tastes like.
Jeff. We
Uh-huh.
got to the level, what does Gusty taste like?
Yes.
And came up with the idea that whenever Yoshi eats a Gusty, the universe stops. He slowly turns to the camera and says,
And it's like, camera
this
lens,
Gusty
like,
tastes like strawberries.
Why strawberry?
And right
Well,
card.
I mean,
Also, nice job. You fucked up.
listen, how do I
Yeah,
die?
but I mean, it's-
Where is death? I can't see it.
I mean, each Gusty tastes like a different thing, but like every time, like Yoshi, because the universe pauses, Yoshi faces the camera, like camera lens like
Realistic
pinpoint
blood comes
onto
from his
Yoshi.
eyeballs.
He has like human mouth.
His tongue slowly unfolds
He says,
From-
"Bring
from it-
Ha."
from his human mouth. I'm going to make Yoshi with a human mouth.
No.
Jeff,
Please don't.
if you're gonna do that, at least make a Gusty joke.
Yeah. Yeah, at least make a.
I
at least
will.
make like this Gusty tastes like pineapple.
Actors.
It's. I mean, really, for full effect of the joke, it should be a comic, but well.
Yeah, like.
Imagine Jeff writing a comic.
Imagine. Can you even imagine?
No,
Imagine
That
Party
was the
Babies.
I don't want to.
My ability to.
Since I had my frontal lobe removed, I can't imagine anything.
I mean, I could write a comic.
Got my popsicle.
I don't.
All I can do is cry and eat Gusty.
As
And talk
I
about
am
what he
wont to
tastes
do.
like.
And
watch
die.
anime.
That too. All things that I'm very good at.
Well, it's time to bring in the upcoming part where you may or may not perish.
Yeah, it's great.
Do not let the man commit baseball.
Well, I'm glad I died anyway, because I heard the noise. If you guessed I died anyway and I heard the noise, you win.
Commit baseball.
Welcome to a cloud world.
Greetings from. I can't even make the
Greetings
Apple.
from Apple World.
Well, OnLive made it for me. I was going to, but there was no Apple
Greetings
site.
from place. That
That's what-
Gusty tastes like return postage.
Ew, glove flavor.
We don't talk about return postage.
Why not?
It's bad.
It makes Callum want to send a challenge.
Do you think that return postage tastes like whatever the back of a stamp tastes like?
Yes.
Oh, so glue.
Very tasty glue.
Mmm.
Strawberry glue.
Strawberry.
Well, no, like real glue, but not like paste. Like
Real glue. Not that fake stuff.
the kind of like the glue that's made for human consumption.
Yeah, no, I know which one you
Glue
mean.
that isn't.
And
I
can't-
only like the flavored glue.
I cannot like the taste actually of the glue and stamps.
Me too.
I drink.
That cloud
uh,
is
Diet
that's a
glue.
red coin? Okay.
Weirdo.
If you guessed that, if that's somehow a red coin, you win.
I feel like I've gotten that coin before and it wasn't red, but I
just
guess
have to-
I remembered wrong.
Discern the slight red tint of the coin before you.
That
pick it
never
up.
works for me. Like, I know that it is the case for some of them, but there are some outliers that exist.
It's harder to
This-
tell on the. It's harder to tell on the.
Look at that frame! Oh, it's great!
Okay, hang on.
This Gusty tastes like cheese fondue.
Great.
Crap, where was I going?
I'm just gonna save like,
Ah.
my images folder now.
Oh, I remember now. Red coins are harder to tell in the GBA version.
Yeah.
I feel.
Really, I don't have a problem with
Like,
it.
I can say this one is red, the second one, but
That's the
not
thing,
always-
though. Sometimes it's not consistent.
yeah.
There are a
Might be.
few instances actually where the red tinted coins in a group are the red ones.
It might be a spriting issue for winner.
I mean, I don't know if it was necessarily intentional, and they just kind of didn't care that they were slightly different colors. Because it just sounds like a palette issue.
Yeah.
No, because look at that coin. That isn't tinted red at all.
Nope. So that has to be an error. That fucking.
If you guess baseball, you win.
Yeah, baby!
Yeah, baseball!
We're gonna spend longer on Cloud World than we did on skiing. How does this make you feel?
Horny.
Oh,
Stop.
Tasha, please.
I'm gonna have to ask you to rescind that immediately.
I will resend that to you. In the DM.
I
Yeah.
will return postage.
Dev, do not send other people's horniness to other people.
What? Do we have like a horny thrift store
Oh.
Jeff's the
where
owner.
you can sell used horny?
Jeff's the
Uh,
owner. He uses it himself.
It's the well. I wanna make a play on pawn shop, but I mean the obvious joke just turns into like a store where you buy pornography, and that's just normal.
Yeah.
Oh, prawn shop.
Yeah, the prawn shop, the store where you buy pornography.
Which is just drawings of shrimp.
Actually, prawns and shrimps are different.
Whatever, they're both insects. Don't
Oh,
you dare
well,
fucking
okay.
correct me.
First of all, great name. I respect you.
Don't you dare fucking correct
Correct
me,
it like-
you fucking.
Correct dick like a 69. Yeah, got a great name. I respect it.
Hey, it's the Porygon.
First of all, great name. I
What up?
respect you. What's up?
What up?
You know, my
Not much.
efforts to go up there
You missed
were in
the
vain.
game.
So you're saying Game Guy
You know,
is not
one
on?
of my favorite things in this game is watching baseball bubbas hit a baby with a baseball bat.
Wow. Wow.
So, how are you actually like?
You just kind of get lucky.
That's a bad plan.
It's great.
Yeah.
That's the kind of plan that you do when you can edit out your failed attempts.
That
It sure
sounds
is.
like bad game design.
There's
Disgusting. Tastes
toast
like
Yeah, I can't
power.
believe-
game design.
I can't believe
What
they
were
did
they thinking?
I can't believe they designed this game
What were we thinking?
to not be good for the low score
This
challenge. Gee
dusty
whiz.
tastes like wall grenades.
I thought you were gonna say waffles.
What's the difference, really?
Waffle grenades.
Waffle grenade.
Waffle grenade.
Why
I mean, they
is
both
that?
have the same
That's not
pattern.
symmetrical, and I hate it. Why is just that one, like, second from the left coin red?
Because,
Oh.
Because it's
red
a
coin.
red coin.
What's he in such a hurry for? To get sit up. You
What?
you
Hope
accidentally
he didn't-
killed Lakitu there.
Yeah, well, it's fine.
It's okay, the
Happy
cloud is
cloud.
happy to be free.
It's free until it evaporates.
And the cloud's
Just
happy.
like me.
The cloud's happy before Lakitu dies, so I really like. It feels more like it just didn't realize that Lakitu had died.
Or it just doesn't give a shit.
That's also.
But yeah, it's just
Honestly,
it's
we
just
could all-
so incredibly like disassociated at this
Honestly,
point.
I think we could all learn
Oh,
from
sweet.
Lakitu
Guess
as
who's
well.
dropping frames? It's me!
Better pick 'em up.
Wait a minute, you didn't just eat a Gusty?
This is
This Gusty tastes
this
like
is a
chopped
theme of
frames.
Yoshi's Island.
Feels good. It
below
tastes like bad
game.
internet.
This ghosty tastes like poor internet.
There was no Gusty.
Internet tastes
I
like-
lied to you.
There is no Gusty. Go die.
The low FPS challenge.
No, that was just the skiing level.
Oh, I missed the skiing level. Shoot.
Yeah, it lasted a whole 10 minutes.
Oh wow.
No one knows why or how.
See, if I'd been here though, it would have you wouldn't have won it because I showed up and then you immediately died, so it must be bad luck.
Why do you have so many eggs?
He was planning on having a lot of children, and then you showed up.
Well, he was throwing them, so he's not a very good at the
Yeah, well,
parent
he
thing.
wouldn't have been throwing them if you
Look
weren't
who's
there,
talking!
game guy.
Look who is talking.
Listen.
Yoshi isn't actually planning on having kids.
How do you know that?
I
Because
am.
he
Yoshi.
keeps throwing them away.
What are you,
It's that meme where you describe your favorite game in the worst way possible, but you describe
Yoshi
Yoshi's
isn't
Island as
planning
abortion
on-
simulator.
Yoshi isn't planning on having children. That's the name of the game.
Ah. For a second, I thought you
what
needed to
about the
jump up
sequel?
on that
Yoshi
sound.
isn't
okay.
planning on having any children. DS.
And that's the Yoshi isn't planning on having any children is the sequel where he realizes that all of the time that he spent with baby Mario is giving him an intense hatred of children.
Or the third Yoshi's Island game, Yoshi isn't planning on having many more Yoshi's Island games.
Yoshi isn't planning on having any new children.
And then in the new series, you have Yoshi isn't planning on paying the director for any music, so is recorded it all in a fucking kazoo.
Well, yeah, no, that's the one I was thinking too.
And
Uh,
then Crunchyroll
Ghosting.
has like 10,
Game is-
10 music.
Watch out for that hole. It's dangerous.
This ghosty tastes like my pants.
Yoshi doesn't wear pants.
Yoshi doesn't wear pants.
This Gusty
What do you think that thing on his
what
back
my
is?
pants would taste like.
The
Gusty.
shell?
The saddle?
No, it's pants.
Wait, what
Hey,
if
that is not
Yoshi's
pants.
No,
are just
if-
invisible?
If Yoshi wore pants, would it be like this or like that?
Nice.
Coin.
The very first coin! If you
I've
guess
never
the
been
very
happier to see a
first
middle
coin,
ring.
You
No,
win!
you
Never been
win!
happier.
Have none of you watched Griffin's Amiibos Corner? That's a yarmulke.
You make me crazy.
This is.
Listen, you tried on live.
Okay, I feel like some might find that joke slightly less than okay. The good news is I'm not one of those people.
I mean, I'm Jewish. I'm allowed to make that joke.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's how that works.
That's a yarmulke on his back.
Oh, I forgot I'm exempt from racism because I am that race.
Yeah, but I think that's
If
how
there's
that
one
works.
thing I've learned on YouTube,
Racism? What?
What way?
on that topic, who here is familiar with Trigger Me Elmo?
Oh, dude,
Oh
I
my
fucking
God.
love that video.
Should've stayed on the
Michael
blue.
Reeves is an absolute madman.
Michael Reeves is fucking insane.
He's one of the most
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
chaotic entities in the world.
Would you just do something like interesting and excellent and just like
I need to ride the balloon a whole lot longer.
I was
Hey.
gonna say, where are you going?
I
Well,
have
the balloons only
three-
spawn here, so
because
I
I,
have-
don't remember anything about this level
Hey,
at all.
I have
also, when-
3 mouths for Yoshi, but I'm trying to decide which one's the best. Who wants
All
to
of
be?
them.
I have
who wants-
3
who
mouths
wants-
for Yoshi.
No, no,
which
no,
of,
no.
Okay, which of the mouths is
one would-
closest
which
to doing a
one-
pog? Because
Just-
that one.
The one that would make people the most uncomfortable to look at.
Which one has the
They're
most
all very
exposed teeth?
Yoshi,
All three
Yoshi
of them.
PogChamp with teeth.
Just all of them, all 3.
Also, when we getting that sick ocarina playing?
I don't imagine you're here with this.
Where is my ocarina?
I mean,
know
it's
there,
just blue.
there
He's
are
just
parts of
smiling.
Yoshi with teeth.
Are there? Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
right actually.
Like when
When he
Yoshi
flitters.
fucking dies in lava.
Yeah, that too.
Where do you think the eggs come from? They come from his teeth.
No.
Where's the shy guy?
I know there's a Shy Guy, but I feel like I probably spawned him on accident.
Where's the guy, Shy?
Where's the man, Giants League? So, okay.
Uh-oh.
I've narrowed it down to 2 mouths. But I'm going to... Does someone want to be my test subject to see this image?
So,
Only if it's
Sure.
Yoshi pogging. Otherwise, I am not interested.
He's not pogging,
I
unfortunately.
am not interested.
Okay. Okay, I have
Okay.
to add...
If you get
Disgusting
knockback
tastes
from
like
Gusty,
murder.
you win.
Well, I thought I'd be able to like hover after that, but no, I was not.
This
Denied.
knockback tastes like Gusty.
This death tastes like Gusty.
Here's the Shy Guy. All along.
One
He
up.
just had
That's where you're
spawned
going.
way sooner than I imagined.
I'm
This
pretty
is a
sure-
magical adventure.
This
I'm
is Yoshi's
mostly
Smile
sure
Balloon
that
is my favorite character.
Yoshi doesn't auto swallow in this game.
He does.
He
Yeah,
does eventually.
And there's no tail in
Wow,
this game, I'm pretty
uh,
sure.
Sweet.
I think he blinks a little more.
Yeah, he blinks more.
Oh, okay.
Does he?
Yeah.
I was not aware.
Hi, Gusty. Hi, Gusty.
Blink twice
I
is
get
swallowing.
I say that way too often.
Oh yeah, I was
No.
saying that last night, yeah.
No.
All of you are terrible people,
Once
by
if
the
by
way.
land, two if by sea.
You're only figuring that out now, British?
Thank
Ooh,
goodness that cloud
alright,
exists.
That was way too close.
That was a really cool thing that you just did. That could have been completely unnecessary, but the fact that you did it immediately makes this a lot cooler for me.
Listen.
Okay.
Trust me, I'm glad I learned that strat at some point because trying to wedge between red coins and a flower and a piranha plant, less fun than that. You
No,
might be
sure
surprised
it's
to
not
find
that
out.
Jeff, Jeff, what the fuck is this? You
I made
didn't
a fuck
give
you,
me
Lucky.
anything. You gave me 2 lines.
I messed up, okay?
What did Jeff send you?
I'll fucking send you what Jeff sent me. He just fucking gave me 2 fucking lines.
I prefer 7 lines,
This is
arranged in a
fucking
very
what Jeff
particular
sent me.
order.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Okay.
hit you.
This one?
Alright.
This is the level with birds.
Terrible.
Oh, that's very good.
Just
No, I
send that,
just looked at
just send that picture to someone with no context with those 2 lines.
Oh, I was gonna send it to Flynn. He's
Don't send-
medium.
Oh, okay, the 2 lines. Okay, that's fine. This isn't finished yet, so.
The 2 lines?
Or that thing they do with like the
Or
third
this
person
one.
on your ats list. You gotta send them that with no context.
Second one.
Second one? Okay.
Second one, okay. I'll do that.
Oh boy.
Birds.
It's time for platform momentum.
I already fucking sent that.
Flynn,
It said the second one on my ads list, and that's you.
Flynn just said, wrong image.
they'll
I
just see
just-
no.
So I replied, Jeff sent me this, so I must relay it to you.
Okay. My masterpiece is finished.
Alright, I'll send it to Merm.
Oh no. Not Merm.
Mermaid.
Alright, I'll put it in. Where is it? LPIA chat, wherever that is. Ah, found it.
Wait, that just occurred
Way
to me.
ahead of you.
MP
No,
doesn't
wrong.
even know who Merm is. does
This
he?
is what I was talking about. Wait, no, that's not correct either. Wait.
Oh, no. Listen,
Hold up.
No.
I don't like
Hold
this.
No.
Here's the full image.
No.
Oops. Well, I
That
used an
image
ice
is
melon.
factually incorrect.
Can we add this? Can we add this Yoshi as an emote?
No.
Can we not?
I have an idea. Can we don't?
Hey, Game Guy, you gotta show him on stream.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yes, you have
I am
to.
not
It's the law.
obligated. Why did I?
It's the law, bitch.
I want to give this the whole Dick the Dolphin treatment and just put it on my stream overlay for the entire stream.
I
Go
might do
for
that.
it.
Alright, so now, this is now immutable.
No. Please.
But it's not Emotobo.
Think of the children.
Emoto.
I am.
Yeah.
They're not
It's
safe
It's
either.
my favorite Japanese dish.
I am thinking of the children and how they
I'm
must
the other
suffer as
white
much as
meat,
we do.
Obi-chan.
Oh no.
Sweet.
Nice.
I contain
Good one.
nutrients. Consume me. Our last name is Donner.
Consume me, old me, Chad.
No.
Why does it
Quote
always come
45?
back to quote 45 with you people?
Well, no, I'm implying that there's some cooking involved.
Alright, I have to post this in Sluice now.
So more people can suffer.
Yeah.
Excuse me, post the emote-capable version.
I did.
No.
Oh wait, what's the difference? Oh, this one's transparent.
Yes! You don't just put an emote with a fucking white background.
Some people
get
do.
them
Who
now.
says? Who
Okay,
says?
so I used to
2008
I
it
used
quit.
to transparent all of my backgrounds whenever I made things, but on my business, the laser software I use, it doesn't register a transparent background as like
sees it as
transparent.
black, right?
Yeah, it puts it in as black, so it just engraves as a solid black image.
Yeah,
So it
but
just turns out to be a
that-
square. It's the
that's
worst.
normal.
Yeah, that's alpha channeling the white, most likely. Wait,
So
alpha
now
ca-
I've gotten to the habit of saving with white background.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, if I was used to the stupid alpha channeling of trying to insert shit into GBA games, a lot of my shit would have like weird lime green backgrounds.
Lime green.
Freaking so many Pokemon sprites, fan sprites have transparent
Unalive, please.
transparency issues
What?
because they use pure black for some reason.
Because
Yeah.
they're stupid.
And then, and then there's Pokemon Ultra, which doesn't alpha layer correctly at all, and the weird box around the sprite is still there.
Awesome.
Love that.
Hey guys, who likes this level?
Me.
Me.
Cool.
Yeah,
You
we-
won't. In
I
the
like
low
it.
Score
What level is
challenge.
this?
Raphael the
Third National
Raven.
Award.
Oh yeah, no, this
Oh,
The
boy.
bird that got lost in a swarm of anime girls.
I really
Bird.
appreciate the tiling
Stuff,
issues
dude.
whenever you switch rooms.
and
Good old GBA version.
man, this
Oh,
Raven's parents were cowards. They should have named him Metatron.
honestly, I've played the GBA version so much that this is just normal for me.
Oh, I'm aware. Me too. But
Yeah, same.
It's a superior version.
Honestly,
I
I
like it. It's good.
It's
haven't
nice.
played the SNES version in so long. Almost my entire exposure to this game has just been your never-ending repeated streams and LPs of it. So yeah, whatever the GBA version is also normal for me.
so shout out to this
Dang.
middle ring that I literally can't use. Can you
Nice.
guess why?
I
Coins
wonder.
are blue.
Gee, I wonder. Are those coins red as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they were red.
Amazing. That's the fuck you corridor.
Imagine
I
it
guess
feels like
because
killing.
Yoshi can't jump high enough.
I think a bigger fuck you would honestly be if it was just one red coin.
But imagine like if you could get if you could get the middle ring without getting the things, but you couldn't respawn from it without getting the things. That would be fun.
I don't think that's
no,
how the checkpointing
you
in this
spawn
game
up
works.
there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all middle rings literally spawn you like exactly where they are.
Yeah.
Gameway, what did that Goonie ever do to you?
I don't know, man.
I used to call them popsicle stick birds
What? Why?
What?
because they look like they have popsicle sticks for noses.
Yeah.
What?
Why not just call
Uh,
them?
Jeff, do you think beaks look like popsicle sticks?
By the way,
Jeff.
Unalive, how does this look?
Oh, looks great.
Does that
It's
that
a
look
very-
dodgeable to you?
It looks
Kinda.
like frame
From the
perfect
other
dodge.
side.
Yeah, it should be from your side.
Look
So
out,
Raven
this
is spending a
Look
year
out,
deciding which
Pittsburgh.
way to go. Alright.
Help.
Wah! Well,
Well,
that's
it.
me just
Ah,
missing
job,
the arrow
idiot.
ball. If you guessed I missed the arrow ball, you win.
Baby
Baby
noise.
Mario, please.
Please, Paris, baby.
You made an effort to hit that red coin.
really
I was
did.
trying to get all the way back to the right because I don't remember which coins are red and which ones aren't.
Baby noise.
Well,
baby
one of
noise.
one of the red ones is in the middle, at least now
Why-
you know.
Well,
What
it,
if
it like
Baby Mar-
alternates.
What if Baby Mario's crying was just replaced with a very big quote sound clip of someone saying baby noise?
No.
What if it
What
was
if it
just Owen Wilson saying, wow,
What if it was replaced
Wow.
with
What if it
Get
was
Crush
Wow.
Pikachu?
wow?
What if it was
Wow.
just replaced with a list of gusty flavors?
What if Yoshi's sounds were like re-pitched back down to sound
Apple.
like the man who was recorded
Banana,
to actually like make those sounds?
Bring it on.
Gus
pineapple.
Sweatshirt, because
Huh.
Gus Sweatshirt is because you're meant to grab them, not touch them.
Local
Well, at least you're
speedrunner.
pretty fast at going through this level now.
It's
I
a-
mean,
to be fair, it's a
it's-
pretty short level.
It is, but boy howdy, if I could use that middle ring.
Ring, huh?
What if Baby Mario sounded like a fully grown Charles Martinet?
Man, I'm just not allowed to kill cannons.
If they
in this
actually
place.
got Charles Martinet to record the Baby Mario voice and they just never
Wow.
did us until now.
It's Charles Martinet. It's the Mario 64 clip of him going Wah!
Or the Mario Sunshine.
Or the sputtering sound that he makes when he steps into the electricity.
No.
What if Baby Mario looked at the camera and just said, "Mama fucker, I'm in a bad situation."
No, no, it needs to be censored. It needs to be.
Mama fuck!
Stop, that's me. You're probably wondering how I wound
I
up
got
in this
this.
situation.
You know, every time
Every
Baby
time you
Mario
get hit.
goes, every time
Well,
Baby
it all
Mario goes
started.
into the bubble, every time
Raven,
Baby
you
Mario
wanna
goes into the
friggin-
bubble, the game pauses.
For a
And
solid
it
like
just-
10 seconds.
The game
Yay,
pauses.
Baby Mario, go!
Everyone looks towards the camera.
And
It's a
like,
fucking miracle
"That's
you got
Baby
Baby
Mario." You're
Mario.
probably wondering how he got
Yeah,
himself
trust
into
me,
this
I
situation.
did not want to even go over here.
It's really rude. The left side is where you have to go through. The right side is where Baby Mario migrates.
That's
Yeah,
something
but
that I-
as I was saying, every time Baby Mario just gets knocked off Yoshi,
listen.
the game pauses, and it's just like,
We're
that's
gonna-
me.
we're gonna do
you might
this
be wondering
now.
how I got myself in
Wow,
this
game guy,
situation.
cheating.
Is
They
it
gave
cheating
you the
or is
tool.
it? I don't want to be here for an hour.
Listen.
No, clearly
Being
it's just
here for
making.
an hour is the whole point.
You are
TDM
making your
doesn't
own middle
equal
ring.
fun.
Hmm.
You are making your own middle
Honestly, having done this, I totally respect fucking
Ah,
you're still
okay.
playing the shit out of this.
I mean, yeah, Oscar was completely being facetious, obviously.
ring. Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
well, I'm not.
Wow, way to respond to a facetious comment by not being facetious.
Yeah, how dare I real talk?
I think you had a
Well,
good
way
answer.
to mix facetious levels.
Bitch.
I
Alright.
want a refund on my facetious. Can I get a facetious receipt?
Concept, the thing with Baby Mario, except every time he
Just
says
eat it.
you're probably wondering how I wound up in this situation, it then restarts the entire game.
Oh no.
And then when you beat the
no.
game, it immediately
Nice.
or no.
Didn't hover, I guess.
How far can this recur?
Well, you play up to the point where you.
I don't
you
know
are
how
at,
nothing
and then
happened.
I
here.
disagree with this
Like,
interaction.
and now you know how I got here, and then the game just continues.
But if you died during that part, like what happens, dude? Just
Why?
reverse again?
Yes.
I don't know what you're thinking with some of these placements.
Listen, this is
It's not easy to
finicky
get
as
the
heck.
platform to go where you want it to go.
This is like
I
stupid.
love it when Yoshi hovers. Joke
part
is
is-
Yoshi didn't hover.
God.
Thanks,
I
Cuddle.
hardly know her.
You should
Oh.
try loving it when Yoshi doesn't hover, because I think you'll just generally be happier.
Like,
Sweet.
I
Game is
didn't-
punishing you for
I
save stating.
couldn't develop any tech.
Yeah, I think
for this.
you
Texas?
had it that
I
time. I don't know
don't-
why you left.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that would have worked.
I feel like it would have.
I'm pretty sure you had it.
Nah. I disagree.
Yee. I've played a lot of this game.
I disagree with
Yeah,
your
but have you
argument.
played a lot of this game low score challenge?
I pressed up, but I guess the game
Did
disagreed.
game guy.
I mean, I did do it, it just didn't let me in the pipe.
Like, let me reiterate this, Jeff. I thought I was prepared for the low score challenge. I was not.
No one is prepared for the low score challenge.
Like, you need to have it going up at an angle in such a way.
Nice Egyptian reference.
I what?
There we go.
Bless you.
Now to
You
jump
cheated
into the red
Not
coin.
only the game, but yourself.
Please,
You should probably
Please
grant
make
another
a
save
point.
safety BH.
It's fine.
You didn't grow.
Oh, okay, no, we're good. We got the middle
You
ring.
didn't improve.
Remember that one time when I just grabbed a red coin?
No.
Nope.
That was a
So-
classic. All-time
Never
classic.
happened.
The all
It was never meant to be.
You made it up.
Now's the part where the game crashes.
Never start a land war in Asia.
Complete. This was complete fiction.
And before I forgot that happened. I think I wasn't here when that happened.
It's true.
But
I
I did
don't
see
remember.
but I did see a highlight of it.
One of the only highlights from Crap Top era.
Crab Top era wasn't very highlightable.
I mean, at least until in 10 years when I get the LPIA clips ready to go.
Wait,
Alright.
so Raphael the Raven literally just knocks you into the moon?
Yeah.
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 You just get hit.
Yeet.
It's not even a
Never
yeet.
knew.
Like, he doesn't throw you. He just kind of, like,
No,
Bump.
any
chest
force,
bumps you.
any large force of knockback is a yeet.
That must hurt like hell when you think about it.
The moon is a
That's why you
destination.
don't think about it.
The moon is a destination.
destination.
Using the latest technology, like stones and bowls.
Baby Mario.
Just come
Baby
back.
Mario, I need you to not.
He also...
Yeah,
does he
he-
not cry on the moon?
That's
Yeah,
not
but I
fair.
mean, do
He
you
does not
hear
do.
sounds on the moon?
I don't hear any sounds because I'm watching the stream on Discord.
Yeah, no, he
I
doesn't
mean,
cry.
can you cry in space?
In
We're not in space, though. We're on the moon.
So,
you
in
can
space, no one
cry.
can hear you cry.
You can
But yeah.
cry, just no one will hear you.
But he's all... Yeah, he's just not even crying.
If you
He has
cry
no
and it
mouth
doesn't
and
make a
must
sound,
scream.
if you barely
Hey,
cry at
He
all.
freaking bounced over the peg!
Impressive.
If you guessed that he would bounce over the peg, you win! Because that's a thing
I
he
like
can
how
do,
this-
apparently.
You had
I
a
like how
pretty
this
sick
rescue
whiff the
sounds.
first time, to be fair.
Yeah,
like how
well, that's
distressed
because
you
he's
sounded,
trying to be
game guy.
fast. Hmm?
I like how distressed you sounded there.
He's
these
never
sounds
done that
distressed,
before.
too. It's funny.
That's why we're all here, isn't it?
Yeah, don't forget. Let's all laugh at Game Guy. Don't forget the point.
I forgot.
I am laughing and I
Snappy.
am pointing.
How do you think all of the other, like,
My
same
hands are
type of
large
enemies
and
feel? when one of them just
I'm
gets kicked
laughing.
out to get really big.
I'm laughing.
Opener, he is laughing.
Big slapping.
No laugh.
The other ravens are jealous.
Big slap.
Big slapping.
We always come back to this.
Big slapping.
Always
Big
comes
Slappy
back
is
to
the
Big
classic.
Slappy with you people.
I love Big Slappy. It's so good.
Big Slappy is an all-time classic.
I love it.
Big slapping.
Big slap. Slap.
Big slap.
My favorite part of the stream was when the bird went around the orb.
Oh!
Borb.
Oh!
I am the
Baby Mario. Baby Mario.
I need you to kindly fuck off.
Here I come, said Baby Mario.
Let's go.
Oh, you just barely got
Yeah,
That's
honestly, I'm
close.
surprised the game
And I
gave me
wasn't really
that.
that strict. That was pretty lenient, TBH.
Is that how stars are made?
Yes.
Is that
Yes.
how constellations are made?
They're made out of
A
ravens.
large bird flies into the sky and
I mean,
explodes.
I love
Did
how
you,
that
did you
constellation
never
is
play
just
Katamari
one
Damacy?
fucking
Yeah.
star.
This game, it invented Katamari Damacy.
How do you think Quetzalcoatlus went extinct? Obviously, they're all turned into stars.
So,
the
what
largest
happens
flying
with the five Goonies?
star.
Fucking call Quetzalcoatlus a bird, you absolute fool!
It is a flying creature, you bitch.
It's a snake.
One of those names
Yeah,
is significantly stronger than
is
the
a
other.
fuck-
I launched you out of a cannon, you'd be a flying creature.
Jeff! Jeff!
For
answer
a
me this.
solid 20 seconds.
I'm gonna
Jeff!
let
Answer
my
me this.
fucking
would be blown clean off.
Jeff! Jeff!
I'm gonna
Answer me
fucking
this.
let my fist fly directly down your teeth.
Alright, Jeff, answer me
Down your teeth.
Down
What?
my teeth.
What does that even mean?
Jeff! Jeff!
What? What?
Answer me this. Are flying beetles bird?
No.
Then
Because they don't have
therefore-
a similar body plan to birds.
But it's a
What?
snake! It's not a bird!
Quetzalcoatl is a snake, dude!
It was a fucking.
It was not a snake!
It was not a snake.
Yes,
you
it was.
fucking idiot.
Snake,
Quetzalcoatl was
snake.
the dinosaur.
Oh,
Billy,
it's
what
a
was your
snake.
favorite part of LPIA?
Snake is closer
20X?
than bird.
I am going to rip you apart and rip you.
Jeff, I'm going to vivisect your foot!
My favorite part was when Britton and Jeff argued about things for a really long time.
I like the they talk about macaroni.
Oh my god!
No, let us be smart and bring it off.
Is there any reason to not make those bridges there? Aside from just
I don't know, I just
wanting to be
didn't.
cool.
Woo.
Wanting to be a cool dude.
Okay, this part.
Doodle-doo-doo-doo.
Hey, Game Guy, do you think there's a chain chomp here?
No.
There it is. You found it.
You found the only chain chomp in this
There's
level.
the
Yeah, I
other
was gonna
one.
say there was red coins there.
You found the only chain chomp in the level and the others.
So, like,
Chain chomping
that
friends.
Goonie constellation that was like 5, was that just 5 Goonies that got
Yes.
knocked into the
Yes.
space somehow?
Sweet.
Nice!
Wait, is that thing the thing that can damage you at the end of the level?
No. We're not at the end yet, but it is relevant.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna use it to skip a thing. Come along, my weak
These
green
things
friend.
are weird though,
So-
as far as
Yeah.
what makes them despawn, because like if they go off screen like an inch, they are gone.
Like that.
It's there.
Well, at least he's insulated now. I don't know why insulate was my choice of words. Friend, carry
Yeah,
on.
do a bouncy boy.
He's doing a DVD screensaver on you.
Good bounce.
That was not where I needed
You
to
really,
Good
you
bounce.
really nailed that one.
That was like the second most sad bounce I've ever seen.
You might be able to save it.
All right, you just have to do a frame
hello.
perfect.
I'm gonna have to ask you to stop.
Commit, don't.
Great.
Tongue them. Eat them. Slurp them. Slurp them.
Slurp
No,
it.
no, no, you got this.
No.
Chug it.
The chomp shoved me down.
Pop it.
Curse you, chomp.
That
Why are
coin
all
on
of
the
these
stick on
chomps
the
just
right is
trying to
red,
fall
in case you
into-
weren't aware.
Why are all of these chomps trying to fall in the exact same hole? What's at the bottom? Or is it just like a mess of chomps down there?
Meat.
More chomps.
Why
Meat
are
is
these
up-
chomps all trying to fall in the same hole?
Oh,
What's at the
sweet.
bottom?
Meat. Meat is at the bottom.
If you are really good at hovers, can't you just make over that?
You
From
think,
an
but
earlier jump?
probably no.
You probably would need some height.
Yeah, I need height. I don't know how I ended up killing the green guy earlier. He just kind of noped off.
I'll be right
Or
back.
what if you like put an enemy on the top there or something?
There is no enemy but the green guy. Well, there's the Zeus guy, but he's not useful to me.
The green man.
Say one thing.
No.
I get why the green Yoshi is on the last level, but I wish, to be fair, blue Yoshi got this level.
Why?
Because then it would be fair. They all get one level in every world, except green Yoshi gets 3 levels in every world.
Okay.
Like a
You
decent-
lost your
Yeah.
friend.
Anyways, I'll be right back.
Oh, hey, he's back.
You lost your buddy super.
Well, I didn't kill him. I just despawned him.
Bum, bum, bum.
Are you gonna try Bouncy Boy?
So why? There you go.
Wow, really? That wasn't enough.
Yeah, no.
So can
why,
you not
why
do
did
a
that guy
proper
down
bounce
that
in these
Hadouken?
lads?
No, they do not bounce normal.
I don't like that.
Like, you
inclined to
kind of
believe you
fall
can't do
through them, but you still get the properties of you jumped on a guy.
So you get the super hover, but you don't get
properties
anything
of both
else.
rubber and gum.
Yeah. Bungee Gummoo. Your friend is gone.
Can't
Oh,
go
he's
without my buddy Superfly.
Really just wish the camera would go up, like, a smidge.
Yeah, would sure be nice. And he's gone.
Well,
I don't know why he's gone, but he sure
When
is.
would you ever have to see up in this level normally?
I don't know. It'd be nice.
If only there was a second screen that you could look at. That
You
had
jumped too high.
So, yes, clearly Yoshi Island DS is the best game.
honestly, as far as like being able to see things, it kind of is.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I'm gonna have to fundamentally disagree with you there.
I'm gonna have to stop you right there. Jeez.
Was Yoshi
that
on the
ain't
DS
it.
one of the DS games that assumed there's like space between the screens?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, those were always weird.
Oh, you almost had it.
To be honest,
Oh.
I think I don't actually go above the world. I think I just bounce on that guy. Thanks. I hate these guys.
Wait. All you have to do is a frame perfect, pixel perfect jump.
If you guess that I hate these guys, you win.
I didn't guess that, but
I just
I
do.
thought you loved them to BH. I thought they were your favorite and bestie.
The only good chump is Bow Wow, to be fair.
He's a good boy.
What about the one whose name I can't remember, the other one?
what about the one that plays tennis?
Oh yeah,
That's a
okay,
pretty
yeah,
good
two
one.
good
Oh, I
boys.
almost
Oh,
made it
you
up.
can, but potentially.
Oh, Discord stream is chugging.
Yeah.
Is it donkey?
Oh no,
Hmm.
it is
Fix it.
chugging.
Sexy pixels.
You wanna?
Goodbye.
How's it going?
The problem is the chomps. They don't stop.
I really don't.
Like,
Just keep jumping down that pit.
I will.
Forever.
Thanks.
Pretty sure it's dead for me right now.
Yeah, it's dead for me as well.
It's
It's
alive for
working
me
for
now.
me.
It was just a little chunky there for a minute. Oh,
It's dead.
That's weird.
Hey, Discord, you wanna work?
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, it's great.
Technical difficulties.
And it's bad.
It's back.
See, the problem... Okay, great. If you guessed I just missed the ledge, you win. The problem with this is, like, the camera does go up higher at an earlier part, and then once you get to that part, it just locks way lower. Oh, okay. Gosh heck. We've done it, boys.
You did it! Now what?
Well, now I
now
just
you
go
get
over everything.
off-screen chomps. They can hit you off-screen, I assume.
Oh, probably. I don't know. Well, that guy just disappeared, apparently.
I really appreciate the SNES sound font, like bomb dropping sound. It's in this one. It's in like DKC 2 and 3. Really good sound.
Where is it in those?
The DKC 3, at least the very end of the true ending uses it. I'm pretty sure.
Well, time to play it.
DKC. Oh yeah, and also when Farron K. Rule gets like launched into the background. And same with Captain K. Rule when he gets launched into the
Leia was gonna
volcano.
get another
Goes,
popsicle.
If you guessed Leia was gonna get another popsicle, you win! That is what killed me, after all.
Ah.
Why are all of the names purple? I mean, most of them are Callum, but...
Why are most people Callum?
Callum is the only user that exists. Why did I not hover? That was weird.
I mean, it really feels like it at this point.
Callum, be different people.
Callum, be someone else, please.
Yeah, make more accounts.
At least 70.
Hey, you exist and are also purple, so therefore must be Callum.
Everyone is purple,
You're
apparently.
gonna say therefore must be cold.
Callum.
I thought you were talking to Ghostwatcher, and I'm like, Ghostwatcher's orange.
He's
I'm
green.
I'm looking at the stream and all I see is purple.
Yeah, he's green on my local end, but purple on
What
the...
if it was purple?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's purple on Game Guy's stream.
Yeah.
Hey, that one's green.
I'm looking at the Twitch
People say
chat,
hello, I'm
so...
someone else, but I'm not convinced because they're all purple, and I can't read the purple on my shitty second monitor on the stream.
You know, purple's my favorite color, so I don't care.
I mean, purple is also my favorite color. I just can't read any of the names, so I'm assuming that they're all
I
the same
just
person.
override to set everyone's name to purple in the stream review.
No.
I don't know what determines color in the stream preview.
If you don't have a color set, it's random per session.
Oh, okay.
What is the logical
But if
course
you
of action?
purposely set, if you intentionally set a color for yourself, it'll stay that color in
But
forever.
why is the people not showing up as their color?
Because it's random depending on whoever is watching the stream.
Whoa!
Like,
Settle
He
down
could
there,
be-
Bean Dip.
He could be like
It's
on
random
my
on a
end.
per client basis.
Yeah.
Very definitely.
On my end, Ghost Watcher is yellow, for example.
Yeah, on my end, Ghost Watcher is green.
No, red is.
I mean,
Colors, everyone.
purple is great because it's red but also blue. So like it's just
Wow.
it's
Yeah,
just better. Like it's just better than red. It brings
I-
more to the table than red does.
But
I'm not much fan of. I'm not much fan
is
of the
purple
blue.
but lighter.
Are you saying lighter is better, Britton?
Light
Huh?
text on a dark background.
Are
is
you saying that
better.
lighter is better, Britton? Is that what you're bringing to the table right now?
Light text on a dark background?
Excuse?
What?
How did that hit me? What?
Right, good.
Like,
Baseball bat.
like here's the thing. You said because of the dark background, you cannot read the purple text.
No, I
Just
said because
make
of
sure-
my shitty second monitor, I couldn't read the text.
Ghost Watcher chat settings, edit.
Anyway,
Shipwreck Bay. Why are you always at Shipwreck
Sweet.
Bay? Fuck you.
point of the matter being though, you can't read dark text on a dark background.
Yeah, if your eyes are weak.
I'm
I am
sorry,
not
I
weak.
don't have buff eyes.
Buff eyes.
Yeah, excuse me, I don't have muscles on my eyes.
You need to have muscles on your eyeballs.
You need to do eye lifts.
Excuse me, I don't transfers 20 books every day with my
What?
eyes.
The
I
far
work
right
out at
bed.
the library, and by workout I mean read.
That's a year, wow.
Well, now you see the problem.
Problem spotted.
Problem located.
Problem detected.
Over there.
Over there.
Wow.
Over there.
No,
Did
she's
you ever
not
just jump on
there.
a rat?
You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what?
Listen, somebody please go fix
I love
Antimatter
that
Turbine
song.
8.
What game guy?
Please go fix Antimatter Turbine 8. I hate it.
No.
Antimatter Turbine hate it.
I antimatter turbine ate some spaghetti earlier.
Game Guy 888 has become Game Guy hate.
Accurate. Anyway, this is nonsense, this.
What's
You are
the
what you hate.
nonsense here?
How you get hit in this room?
Oh, look at all the spikes.
Yeah, it's
Hit
great.
yourself on the spikes.
Yeah, easy.
Easy.
Problem is, I
Alright.
actually killed a rat I probably should not have killed. Oh, sweet.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh, please.
Video games.
Excuse? What? My tongue touched you.
Video games.
Don't mind me. I'm actually upset. I tried to hover and it sure didn't happen. If you guessed I tried to hover and it sure didn't happen, you win. You'd also be correct like 9 times out of 10 in all of my other deaths.
Sure are a lot of winners this stream.
Yeah, well, you know. To be fair, nobody's really guessing.
That's because we can't redeem game guy points.
I'm gonna guess.
But
skiing
don't you
accident.
want Game Guy points?
Sorry, it's game good points.
If you guess this
Game
red
Goo.
coin is bad, you win.
Darn, I guess skiing accident.
Yeah, we didn't actually have a lot of those, turns out.
There's skiing too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it better or worse? I don't remember.
Debatable.
It's not as bad, I don't think.
It's not as precise.
It's definitely worse if you're doing 100%.
Yeah, that level 100% is awful.
Yeah, it's
Can you
one
push
of the
the rock as baby?
I mean, you can, but I may as well
actually
just stay on
I
it.
go as far as to call it the hardest 100%.
Yes.
At least it's not the skin section on Yoshi's Island DS.
We don't talk about that.
Endless World of Yoshi's might be worse.
No.
Because how big it is.
It's long,
Why
but
are you?
What?
Mouse?
No, you don't have to pay
Once-
because what you're.
once you know all the tricks, Endless
Sweet.
World of
Nice.
Yoshi's really isn't.
No.
Ghost Watcher, you definitively do not
Like,
have to
I
pay for colors.
I can pretty easily do it because I know that it's.
So apparently eating mice is a thing that I'm having trouble with today.
Game guy doesn't know how to eat
Pretend
mice.
you're a cat.
If you guess that I'm having trouble eating mice, you win.
Oh, more colors.
Modern
Okay.
problems.
Channel
require
your inner
modern
Tom.
solutions.
It's whatever. There's plenty of colors already, honestly.
Yeah.
You happy I pushed it?
And I thought it was a
You
bag
did
of
it.
Doritos,
Thank you.
and I didn't realize until it was in my mouth, and I was like, wait.
Rock, I
Rock?
need you to stop rolling
Rock?
in a direction,
Physics.
please.
But yeah, that was alarming.
What happened?
Red, to be fair.
What physics
I
happened?
grabbed a bag of Doritos, but I grabbed the
why-
bag and didn't realize until it was already in my mouth.
So apparently you can't actually lick the mice until they're just, you know, doing their regular movement.
Interesting.
Both the bags are red, and I wasn't paying attention. Oh, nice, you did
There
it.
we go.
I know, fuck off,
Yeah, don't
mouse.
mess this up.
Yeah, get the heck out.
We don't need
Get
you
the heck
anymore.
Mouse of here.
I mean, it's a spike gap, technically.
Get out of here, toadies. No one even loves you.
Oh god, the floor lined up really well with Yoshi's eyes for a bit. Well, the floor stem,
The what? Oh, the what now?
the white bit of the floor that's not actually a floor because you didn't get a floor. It lined up really well with Yoshi's eyes.
Oh.
I
mean-
thought you said floor for a second, and I was
I
like,
also
what?
definitely heard floor. But I wasn't
Yeah.
looking at the screen, so I wasn't
Yeah.
sure what you meant.
Yeah, the
MP,
floor.
did you find that ocarina? I'm
I
upset.
have not left my seat to look for it yet. I know it's in this room.
I'll be
Well, I can
upset
probably-
if there's no promised ocarina.
I can
Well,
probably download an app for that.
Hopefully
that
you
happened.
have, hopefully you have better luck finding the ocarina than I've had trying to find my harmonica.
How many things have you just lost, Britain?
Okay, no, the story with the harmonica.
K isn't a number.
The story with the
Oh,
harmonica
no!
is slightly different. When Red Eyes Gamer and I were having a late night call, I was very sleep deprivingly playing my harmonica. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna hide this for myself so I don't play it when I'm very tired. Problem is, I don't
Oh.
remember where I hid it.
You still haven't
So
found
it
it.
worked.
No, I hid it like a year ago at this point.
You need to get very tired again so you can find where it is.
Mission accomplished. You successly didn't find it.
Mission failed successfully.
If you guessed, I would just kind of, I don't know. You
Well,
win.
Damn, I guessed I was gonna get a popsicle again, but I didn't.
Also, can I talk about how bad the fuzzy effect is in this version of the game?
No.
Because wow.
Asha, you're
bad.
not allowed to talk about how bad it is.
Okay.
Friggin' Yoshi just does not want to hover today. If you guess that Yoshi just
Yay.
does not want to hover, you win.
Right. But yeah, I thought I knew where I hid my harmonica, but when I checked that, it wasn't there. So, you know.
Someone stole it.
Guys, left or right?
Right.
Left.
Up.
Okay.
It's bonus.
We need a tiebreaker.
It's true.
Right.
Someone's
Least.
instincts. People's instincts always tell them to go to the left for some reason.
I mean, that's how you solve a poorly put together maze.
I mean, you could do that by going always right as well.
I definitely do that going always right.
I usually default to going right.
I was always taught that it was to go left to solve the maze.
It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't. It functions the same way. However, right was the one that I was taught.
I like how
Because they're
happy
just
the
chilling,
clouds
because they're
are.
like, ha, it's not me who has
Like
the
you're in
road
Bowser
score.
Lava Death Zone Apocalypse, but it's so happy outside.
Yeah.
The weather's great. Even the balloons are happy.
Yeah, but the balloons are always happy.
That's why I'm saying it'd be hilarious if you have a game that just ends in a grassland-like area.
It would be funny if I just killed you.
I was
Can you imagine if
waiting
you
for
just
to-
died?
I was waiting for you to fall on top of a flower.
Oh no, a flower to fall on top of.
Oh no.
Cut out.
Wow.
Man, killing these guys is just not worth it.
You're really average fucking chooks of this game.
I mean, charging cooks can be sometimes
Sweet.
worth to kill. Like
They both do sport.
Like
If you guessed I would
if the
clip
char-
through the log, you win.
if the shark is throwing gold eggs at you, then it might be worth to get rid of him.
If you guessed Yoshi yet again just decided to not hover, you win.
Please do not throw goal eggs.
If you guessed
Nice.
that,
Another
you guessed
record.
that, you guessed that, you guessed that, you guessed that, you guessed that.
If you guess that game guy would become a broken record, you win.
I mean, that's probably a given.
What a nice gum.
But there's no ice.
No ice.
It is a broken record though.
Gotta get all the coins.
Very important.
Money is good.
Those lives
Greed.
really
Greed.
add to your total.
Same brain cell.
As usual.
There's a reason why New Super Mario Bros. 2 did so well. It's because
Greed is good.
what was that noise? Who dares to stop the time bomb?
Good hat to try and stop the time bomb.
Oh, hey, it's
Well,
the one-up
just
brigade.
unnecessary.
Isn't that?
Yoshi has committed
I wonder
enough
what the one-up
eldritch
brigade does.
sacrifice to die 237 times. I don't think those murders he committed were entirely necessary.
I think they were.
What? That's not Eldritch sacrifice. That's regular sacrifice. Eldritch sacrifice. Is
Oh
when
no,
you
flower to fall on
sacrifice
top of.
Cthulhu.
Okay. Thank you, Catabo. If you said thank you to Catabo, you win!
Hooray! Yay!
Is there a reason
Thank
to
you,
go to this
Catabo.
bonus room? I actually
Thank you,
don't
Catbug.
remember. That might be a good reason. That might also be a good reason. Never mind. If you guess that there is a good reason to go to the bonus room, you win.
Best reason to go to bonus room is that everywhere else just throws things to collect in your path.
Yoshi, why do you have to be so inconsistent with your hovering?
If you hover into the log before it sends you, you don't get your hover back.
Cool,
Welcome
because
to
it
bonus
sure was never
stage.
hovering. I sure am dropping frames again.
You're not grabbing the coins
You
either.
are grabbing all the coins
dare you.
again.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle.
You ever just wiggle?
No.
Yeah!
Yeah!
You ever just watch the Wiggles?
Yeah?
hear about video games?
Why is such a simple sentence enough to send me to Mr. X?
If you guessed that I was intangible and fell through the boulder, you win!
God, the best part of that was just Unalived near spontaneous laughter at that.
It wouldn't have been quite as spontaneous.
I have had way too many deaths at these logs.
Yeah.
For no reason.
So what did you say on live?
It wouldn't have been quite as spontaneous if it wasn't for the sequence of events that led up to it.
If you guess that logs are the worst, you win.
Watch for spinning logs.
Okay, I guess I wasn't
Yay!
high enough.
If you guess the game guy isn't high, you win.
Game guy needs to consult William Blaze to get high.
True.
Do you have any screen nuke items?
Nice frame.
Any screen nuke items that get rid of the bottomless pits and power-ups?
Well, I mostly meant for like that one-up Shy Guy ring.
Come on, Gengai, do it again. Clip through the chump.
Clump.
I've done it.
Clump shit. Yeah! How'd I say clump shit?
I was joking, Game Guy.
If you guessed Asha was
forget that
joking,
I'm
you
here.
win.
Guess that the next death will be Game Guy blinding collecting a red coin after Britain enters floor time.
I can't believe I actually guessed it right.
Look,
You get a Game Guy point, Asha. You did it.
Yeah!
I can't get over the fact that I said clump shit.
Clump chip.
Clump shit.
It's a chip that clumps.
We're just gonna
Can we
fly
go for
over
three?
that.
3 for 3.
I can't
Oh,
fly
no,
over that because
you're
I
just
need an
skipping.
enemy.
No, it's fine. You just gotta pick up that guy.
Yeah, that works. Somehow.
Don't worry about it.
We made it.
Talk about the
Did
fluke.
it.
Yeah, but also, you forgot that I was there to incite joke.
Having fun there, game guy?
No,
You're right.
logs are bad.
A
Delete
kind
logs.
of magic is too powerful.
How do you log?
Delete
How long-
logs,
How
and
does
then you
one
can't
log? Let's
get
be
through
real
the
here.
room anymore because there's no logs to stand on.
How do you log?
Alright, who's ready for best boss?
Me.
It's time for tap
Me?
tap tap the tap.
Boss
tap.
baby?
Tap tap the tap tap.
No.
Tap. Boss baby.
Definitely Mario is the final boss.
Yo guys, it's Bob the Big Boo. Remember Bob the Big
When you
Boo?
think about it, actually, Baby Bowser is the boss, baby.
Yeah. Thanks, I hate it.
What I was thinking is at the end is revealed, like in a twist ending, that Mario was the one behind it all, and at the end he's like, "I see you have seen through my
Wow.
ploy.
That's a baby
I was the
jackpot.
one who did it. I was the one who kidnapped Baby Mario."
Wow, that's a tiny jackpot.
Baby Mario
Right?
kidnapped Baby Mario. I kidnapped myself.
Don't
It
worry.
was all a part of my
Fine.
diabolical plan.
To achieve godhood.
I was actually Baby Luigi the whole time. You just couldn't tell because I
It-
changed my color from green to red.
It's actually because Wesker.
He's dancing.
Whisker?
He do be kinda moving too.
God. I still hate my cursed joke.
Which
It
one?
turned out to be real. When you beat Yoshi's Island in that one stream, and I'm just like, whose babies are these?
Oh! Yeah, I guess it did turn out to be real.
I hate it.
I hate it too. They should have been delivered to the correct house.
But they didn't.
Where did Salvo go? Salvo!
What?
Salvo has decided to run
Someone's
away.
trying to hide.
Salvo has decided that it is a strategic retreat.
And yet his eyes remain the same size, even as his body dissolves into nothing.
Just like humans.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tap, 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 tap!
I didn't know we were
They're all
omnivores.
dead.
They're all dead! Well, no, they all got turned into stars. Does that count as dead?
Yeah.
If you've been
Transmogrification
transmogrified into a
probably
completely
counts
different
as death.
entity?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what philosophy you subscribe to relying on death.
I mean, if we go
In
by the
Yu-Gi-Oh!
same, if we go by the same logic as Kid Icarus does, reincarnation is death of the soul.
I was gonna say Yu-Gi-Oh! GX myself.
Oh yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX also works. Like,
You don't die, you go to the stars.
sent to the stars. God, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is so fucking dumb. I love it.
Especially the dub.
Yeah, like Jaden watches a man dies, and then he gets into an argument with Tarzan a few episodes later.
Jaden, a man just died!
Jaden, a man just died!
Well, he doesn't just get into an argument with Tarzan, he gets into an argument with Tarzan over an egg sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
wasn't there that one monster that was voiced to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger?
That
Wobbly?
sounds
For
stupid.
no
I love
apparent
it.
reason.
Oh, guys, one thing I'm sad about it, that one episode we didn't get to in the watch sessions we had is when they duel Don Zaluga and he summons himself and he just walks onto the field.
I remember this.
I'm still waiting for the day we do a watch of Shaolin Showdown.
Please, I want to be a part of this.
I'm happy that we got to flipping the table.
Yeah, at least we saw flipping the table. That's a good duel. But
And
still.
I really wish we got a dub of season 4 of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX because I want to know how they would have handled all this mess.
Yeah, no, because season 4 is just giga depression.
Well, there's
Yeah.
a reason why they didn't.
I know!
Yeah, because Yu-Gi-Oh!
Because
5G is already releasing.
And 4Kids was already dying at that time.
And then 4Kids, after they died, got absorbed as a subsidiary of Konami that only exists to dub Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's incredible.
Frozen.
Goodbye, Scream.
What?
It's back.
Okay, Scream is okay now.
It's catching up.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
If you guessed I
guessed
slipped
it,
off
you
the
fall
log,
off
you
the
win!
log, you win. But still, though, I kind of love how 4Kids now only exists as a subsidiary of Konami to dub Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's their entire existence.
They did some of it for what they did. Man, to think GPA video would be their downfall.
Sorry,
Of all
say again?
things, to think that GBA videos would be their downfall.
Oh god.
Wait, what up with GBA video?
Okay, so essentially, 4Kids didn't have the licensing rights for the GBA videos of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Konami didn't like that and sued them, and well, they went bankrupt.
Sweet.
Yeah, yeah, 4Kids is just like, but what if GBA video?
Of all the things.
Your Honor, GBA video.
Death.
I am also gonna put one here because this boss is garbage.
What? No.
Oh yeah, Kirby Right Back at You was a phenomenal dub.
Kirby.
I'm not gonna get
Kirby,
that.
Kirby, that's the name he said. No, Kirby, he's a star of the soul. It's more than you think, it's got maximum ping.
Oh gosh.
How can we help you, King DDD?
I need a monster to club with that there Kirby.
Hey guys, Gusty tastes like dropped frames again.
Oh,
Yay!
Oh no.
that's what we do best at NME.
I
Figuring out what Ghosty tastes like?
I think for this level, I just kind of got it by accident.
Well,
That's
you
kind of what you do,
rig it,
almost. That guy's having fun.
The low score
Really do-
challenge for this fight
really
is
do be like
really
this.
rough. Like, this is probably the hardest boss of time in the game.
Well,
He takes a while to die, right?
well, he takes like 7 or 8 seconds to actually die once he touches the lava. He also is
Right.
very prone to just kind of jumping in on his own. I mean, I need to lose score anyway. But that's not how
Okay.
you lose score.
The Sonic X English opening may be above, but the Japanese one is way better. Sorry.
Sonic X is a very unfortunate case of an English dub because they've removed so much of the wild shit.
It's true with all the dubs except the French word, actually.
Yeah, like, from what I recall of people talking about the Sonic X, so they were moved,
Hey,
like
Mario, you
Eggman's
alright?
dad fucking dying.
Yeah, there were...
Weird. I've never seen Mario do that.
Wasn't there a scene in the Japanese dub of Sonic X where Eggman basically just turns to the camera and says anime is bullshit?
more or
Oh,
less.
wait, hold up. You did the cursed castle, and I wasn't here for it.
The what now?
Isn't this the castle that has, like, the 4 different doors that are all locked?
No,
No, that's
No.
Bowser.
that's the
Well,
end of the
no,
game.
no.
No, that's
No,
you're thinking of
Fox,
Mild
sorry.
the Marching.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I'm marching mild. Marching
Mild.
Mildew,
Mill!
Mildew!
Mildew, the marching
The
bull.
what?
I just keep on thinking of it as, like, in Child rolling to the Dark Tower came. With Child spills
One of my favorite things in this fight is if you get the floor flat and just stand there.
Hey,
tap,
nice.
Hey, first
Hey,
try.
you did it.
tap tap will just keep jumping over you.
I love how I'm dropping frames during this. Trust me, I did it. .jpeg.
First try?
Well, it's more like .pptx.
Whatever, Unalive. Gosh. Always getting on my case about everything. By the way, guess who's also using a restore point on this garbage heap?
Is it
Oh,
me?
hey, it's the very long.
Okay.
The worst level in the game.
It's not even hard. Except for one part that is after like 5 minutes of waiting.
It's pretty rough,
I don't believe
100%, just because of a certain part.
Okay, well yeah, the 100% room is a thing.
This level sucks in general, honestly.
It's just not a fun level.
It's not.
I want to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! GX some more now because
How
you've got
come?
me on the topic of it. Also,
There's icicles, there's
fine.
lava
I'd rather
everywhere.
focus on the game.
Hey, Jeff.
What's
it's
up?
a stalactite. You ever heard of one of those?
Nope.
It's like an icicle, but it's made of rock.
Not possible.
one thing that pisses me off about Yu-Gi-Oh! GX though is fucking Elemental Hero Neos' existence.
Why?
Elemental Hero Mimosa?
Yes. Elemental
Matt.
Hero Mimosa.
No, Elemental Hero Neos is such a fucking scam of an ace monster though. Like, firstly, it doesn't follow the conventional stat curve of all the other series' ace monsters. It has 2,500 attack, but it only has 2,000 defense instead of 2,100. That's my first gripe. Secondly, Gaiden's stick is fusion monsters, and fucking Elemental Hero Neos is a fucking normal monster. Contact fusion suck dick, and it's just like, why? Why can't we just stick to Elemental Hero Shining Flare Wingman, who fits both criteria and is cool as fuck, in addition to being an upgraded version of Gaiden's favorite card?
Has anyone ever made a hack of this game where they remove the auto scroll in this level?
Has anyone ever made a hack of this game where it gets rid of the rants about Yu-Gi-Oh! GX?
Yeah.
Like,
I just always find it funny when someone just gets into this
Fuck off, man.
rant
What the
about
heck?
something I have zero interest in.
like
Yeah.
fuck Elemental Hero Neo. Big bastard.
I can't be
I
fucked
want
to
to see
care.
how much shorter this level is when you can actually just go straight to the end of this section.
Well, I mean,
instead of
it
having to do
Probably would be like 30 seconds long.
It
It's
loops.
been like an age since I've seen Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. Like a literal age.
The shore.
So it's been a year then. Okay.
the very short.
Like,
Go into the level and immediately it ends.
It probably
No way in hell
like
that hits.
Signing Flare Wingman also has a super cool effect. Like, come on, like, and you don't do it for fucking Neos.
All right, here's where
Yeah,
we
Neo
go.
isn't even like the monster itself. It's just material. It doesn't do anything.
Oh yeah, no.
Why don't?
Wait, I guess that's
wait,
the same
wait, can you not walk on lava? Oh yeah, I forgot it's insta kill.
Yeah.
Hey Jeff,
Are you fucking?
Hey Jeff,
do you think the
can you
Yoshi's
walk
wearing
on
shoes
lava?
made of tungsten or something?
If I were Yoshi, I would be.
Oh wait, no, fucking Elemental Heroes are cool as fuck. You take that back. It's just Neos that sucks because the fucking Neo-Spacians are the archetype that sucks.
Jeff,
Yu-Gi-Oh's for nerds.
Jeff, Jeff, does your Yoshi OC Corn have tungsten shoes?
Who? What?
Corn.
Corinth.
Why? Oh, Corinth.
Corn 2.
Corn 3.
Corn
Corn for
3.
Yoshi.
No, he doesn't have tungsten shoes.
Sounds pretty lame.
If I was still in 8th grade, though, he would just be immune to lava.
Just
He would
hang out
have
in
tungsten. He would be made of tungsten.
The man
So
with the
body would
tungsten
be
body.
You ever just?
Really good jump, game guy. Honestly, just top notch.
Man, I'm thinking about how a Yoshi's Island game would be if it was like as gimmicky as Yump 2.
Oh
Oh
god.
no.
I
Okay,
want,
bye,
I
Baby
want
Mario.
something like that so bad.
Isn't the whole point of Yoshi's Island just gimmicks? Every single level is new gimmick.
Well, I'm glad I got Baby Mario back.
Just in time to
I was
die.
gonna say any second.
Yeah, any. But still, though, like.
If you guessed I got Baby Mario back, you win!
Cause of death, received baby.
Oh no.
Okay, but no, the Elemental Heroes are not a good archetype, but that's exactly what makes them fun, is that archetypes fucking suck, and playing stupid sit decks is amazing, because of how stupid it is. The difference is, with Neo-Spacians, though, they're just bad cards, they're not even fun to play. Elemental Heroes are at least funny.
I just loved hearing Jeff's sigh.
I am so like my brain is just like fried right now because I'm like playing Sea of Thieves solo, trying to at least watch the stream a little bit, and then I'm just hearing
I was not
Elemental
allowed
Hero
to jump.
Yeah, that.
everything, and I'm so confused.
If you guessed I was not allowed to jump, you win.
Like, fuck.
Just to be clear, is this rant because of what I said? Because I was not saying the elemental heroes were dumb.
No.
It's Twilight. And
Yeah, it was
fuck them,
Twilight, like-
Assassin.
Damn it, Twilight,
Oh.
it's all your fault.
How could you?
I mean, to be fair, I'm just mad at Elemental Hero Neo specifically. for
Hold
being
up,
such a
cowboy.
sam
I'm
of
gonna
a
stop
card.
you right there.
Elemental
we
Hero
not?
Neo's is such a sam of a card. Like,
I'm sick of this sham of a conversation.
You don't have to take.
Oh,
I'm sick of this sham of a lover.
me too.
Yeah, me too.
That
I think I was sick of this sham.
Look, we could have more interesting conversations if this level sucked any less.
I'm thinking sham,
Doubt.
wow.
If this level
A
had
long rant about elemental hero Neo.
Well, that's one way to do it.
Well, yeah,
It's the only way to do it.
pretty
We call them
much.
Slidey boys.
This part's fun.
Dude, your that is not gonna work. There's no
I
way.
needed to hit the bubble way sooner.
Yeah.
I need to find out a place where I can get hit so that Baby Mario is just at 0 when he's like overlapping the goal ring.
Time to lab it out live on stream.
But like the problem is with 20 stars, that point is probably somewhere where all the boulders are falling, and I don't know how I would get hit there.
Throw Goonie up right before the boulder section. Get hit, go through boulder section.
Do it.
Great.
Well, I missed my opportunity because I hesitated for reasons.
You
Yeah,
are
what a-
like little babies.
Blow.
Watch this. Suck.
Okay. Well, if you guessed, I just whiffed that jump. You win.
Nice
Well, game
cover,
guy,
game
you
guy.
so did. Well, game guy, you so did so.
Nice whiff on the jump there.
Also, this level's better, or even better, because like there's no way to kill yourself if you flub up the end goal thing. So you literally have to reset the game and do the whole first part again.
Good thing you have a safe state at least.
Yeah, get hit by these guys. Or you can just like I don't know what.
Die.
Die.
He slayed them all.
Well, the other problem is Baby Mario was exactly in my way.
You could just die.
I could just die. If you guessed I could just die, you win.
Bye, Ghostwatcher.
Later, go.
Yeah, I don't know what up with my internet
Yeah,
tonight, because it keeps like
Ghost
flashing
on a mouse
orange.
share.
Yeah.
I
You
think
eat
I'm
those
gonna go
goonies through that
and
wall
get a
there.
Coke.
Probably.
Goonie bone.
Boneful Goonie. I like the word boneful.
Okay, bye, Baby Mario.
I don't.
See you later.
Skint. Yes.
Skin, aka the act of being no money. You are skin.
This is not gonna be enough time.
I thought what was the act of not having skin.
What?
Get what?
What?
That was my plan all along.
I disagree with this.
Oh my gosh. Highlight that.
That was my plan all along.
What the fucking shit?
Calculated.
Calculated.
Can't.
Alright, it's time to figure out how to highlight right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
What
I
was-
totally missed what
was
just happened.
that?
The toadies just missed
I'm
Baby
just
Mario.
publishing that clip right now.
Jump whiffing that baby Mario.
Just what a bullshit way to end a bullshit level.
We take those.
Can't fucking believe
Oh
it.
hey, it's the maze.
Wow. Guess what
very
level I'm
small
skipping
ultimate.
most of?
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so good at that.
There's the chunky leg.
This level is like
Here's Chunky, he lags.
Oh, chunky.
oh,
Ah, hat.
What? How did you survive?
by being
I
sneaky.
ask myself that question every day.
I'm sad because Ghost Watcher just kind of left immediately before that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, how
Rip.
unfortunate.
Someone should ping
Heh,
him and tell
heh,
him about this.
heh, heh.
What was that?
What was yours?
Someone
Excuse me?
someone lagged on the stream, and that was them watching the last part. I don't know.
Oh, that was a book sound, I think.
You want to come over this way? Sweet.
Oh, no.
You came over this way a little bit too fast there, buddy.
Oh, is that how you skip this
Anyway,
level?
level's over now.
I see.
Okay. I mean, sure, you can do it that way, I guess.
I did. No, stop. Stop, why won't you stop?
Why must
Want
be
to have a
internet
terrible
stuff?
debate?
Mario,
Are tap taps spiky guys?
What?
I mean, they are guys and they are spiky. But does that make them spiky guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Most
They are
guys
tap-tap.
said no, they're not spiky guys. That's a rule.
It is law.
Rad Yoshi!
But are spiny spiky guys?
Radioactive Yoshi.
Spinies or
what?
spinies?
We've had this debate already. We don't need to repeat it.
Did hear game guys say spinies are spiky?
Spinies or spinies?
Oh. Damn.
You hate to hear it.
I am
Keep moving!
What
Oh
if you
my
don't?
god. I just thought of something, but I can't say it because of Maggle X3.
What if... if you guessed, I just kinda didn't. You win!
It just gave up.
Should have kept moving.
Kingway, why didn't you keep moving?
Keep moving? What if I eat a Gusty?
Imagine,
Don't eat Dusty.
But
Imagine-
poor Trump.
imagine a Gusty just eating a Gusty in the middle of that chomp chase and just everything stops.
Including the chomp.
Yes. Especially
Unnecessary.
the chomp.
It's a good most of the red coins are not in your path.
Guys have been challenged.
Well, stream's over.
So, Unalive, you got any fives?
This is the rest of the stream now.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you for having fives.
Anyway, it's your turn.
No.
Okay.
That's not how you play the game on Live. Oh no, I
Who
failed the
knows,
challenge.
first card.
How did that happen? Also, it's funny, Dragon, you mention Maggle X3 and how you can't mention things. I'm in the same boat, honestly.
Please clap.
You get a single clap.
Sweet.
Sounded like 3 claps, actually.
That was
I clapped like 6 times, but so.
It's
I clapped once.
It's the you're 2 hours into your high school graduation. You just want it to be over, so you're giving people the courtesy clap, but no more than one.
What a mood.
Baby. There we go.
Well, thank you for respawning, platform.
Or whatever works.
13.
Lucky
Lucky
you.
number.
Lucky number.
Unlucky according to some people.
Yoshi's
Foreboding.
Island DS is difficult in the sense that it's just mean.
And it's a lot glitchier than
Like-
the original sometimes.
This game can be hard, but it's always pretty fair.
hate
Yoshi's Island DS just doesn't care.
I hate the one level that in order to get a low score on it, you have to do the you like you can't get a low score a 0 on it because you can't switch babies, and also if you mess up, you have to watch the entire cutscene again.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
Remember that one boss where the count goes up despite you know
Yeah.
hitting it?
Well, I don't know anything about low score, but I know that doing 100% on the extra stages was painful.
Heck.
And it was bad.
task.
No, I never want 100% DS again.
Yeah, no, I have very little interest.
I would rather not play the game at all, to be fair.
I mean, the game's all right. It's just
Eh.
not as good as this game.
Like, the problem really is, it's unfortunate, because I think the game is fine, it's just not as polished as this.
I would rather play Woolly World.
I mean, it fluctuates between 2 states, boring and unfair.
I mean, Woolly World, from what I've heard, is a pretty solid game, apart from it being kind of rude with 100%.
Well, I'm still talking about
Yeah.
DS.
Good.
Oh, I
Flip,
am talking about Woody World.
I think aren't good about 100%.
I don't like 100%ing the Yoshi games in general, honestly.
I mean, I love 100%ing this game. I really did.
There are some games that are please do not 100% because it's just rude and bad at
Ratchet
times.
deadlocked.
And
Yeah, Ratchet deadlocked, oh boy!
Digimon World 3.
Yeah,
Gee,
but
this game kind of set my expectations for DS, for getting a little cutscene or whatever for 100% in the game. You don't get that. You just get perfect, you just get perfect, like 5,000 points. Were there 5 or 6 worlds in the game? I don't remember.
Game guy, you say that
In
dog,
DS,
but
there's 5, I think.
I will say to
remember
the
it being weird
subscriptions
'cause it's
as well
different.
because of everybody dance now. That's really
Everybody
annoying.
Dance Now is dumb. Yeah.
It's
I don't think it's as
what-
bad as some of the deadlock
Are those
skill
things
points,
spiky,
though.
guy?
everybody dance now the skill points.
Actually,
in, the
Leia-
description.
Yes, they are Spiky Guy.
yeah,
Because I called them
Guy.
Spiky Guy in LPIA 2010.
Spiky
yeah, but no,
guy.
everybody dance now is probably one of the most arduous skill points in the series.
Like,
It is
everybody
because
Dance
some of
Now
the
is
moves you don't
just,
see anymore.
it's just tedious. It's not really hard.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, hence arduous.
Welcome to the bandit hole.
Yeah, it's Bandit.
Population bandit.
Yeah,
Excuse
it's
me.
bandit.
Fuck off, bandit.
This is my
Echo.
baby. You can't have it. I said the thing. Is everybody gonna laugh now?
1.
Zero.
Yeah, this is the part
Sorry,
where
that's the thing you say after you laugh, right?
this is the part where Blue Yoshi's on maternity leave, so Green Yoshi has to fill in. Green Yoshi, leave it to me.
Blue Yoshi's on eternity leave, is what I said.
God.
Maternity leave.
Gosh, yeah, but worst part about 100%ing Deadlocked, in my opinion, any of the vehicle challenges on Exterminator difficulty is just kind of cruel.
Remember whatever LPA it was, I forget. The stupid grind rail mission.
I
Where
remember that LPIA, yeah.
Your gun just does not do enough damage to actually deal with the onslaught of enemies
yeah.
that you
Yep.
have.
It's time to fight the Deku Scrub boss.
It
Send
isn't
Frank the Buff,
actually.
baby.
Boss baby.
Oh, no.
Time
Boss
to give
baby.
up.
I don't remember which file it is. So we're gonna guess.
If you guessed.
Oh, look at those gross 100s.
Ew.
Alright, Unalive, you wanted Poochie Ain't Stupid.
No. No, I wanted items are fun.
It's gonna be a bit. First off, do I have... probably not enough. So anyway, the strategy in this level is bats.
You need to skip the auto-scroller, right?
Yeah,
Strategy.
The
Strategy.
batagy.
Good thing bats like to follow your altitude.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, this is kind of a mess.
I've done this in vanilla.
Are you saying this
I've
isn't
actually done
vanilla?
Vanilla.
I mean, I didn't challenge myself to get as low a score as possible. I just wanted to go up there.
It's a fun fact, we're not even gonna see Poochie.
Oh no!
Oh no. Sorry,
Poochie's
Poochie.
done.
He ain't stupid, he knows when he's not needed.
Poochie ain't working today.
Never really got a definitive
You know-
answer on whether or not Poochie is stupid.
Pookie's on union break.
Hashtag Poochie rights.
Hashtag Poochie did nothing wrong. Hashtag Poochie was right.
Alright, this is the park.
Precarious.
Happy fun times.
Fun times
Baby
in
ain't gonna make it.
Cleveland.
Will the baby
Because Baby is stuck somewhere. So that's fun. If you guess Baby Mario is just kind of stuck, you win. Boy, I think I have enough lives on this file.
Nah,
Sure.
I think you
you
could
could
get
go
it
for
for more.
like 36 more.
I think he'd go for like 100.
I'm down to grind for the rest of the stream tonight.
If you guessed I started the auto-scroller and everything is bad, you win.
Good job.
Quick, die!
Poochie, Poochie. Oh.
Not allowed
No,
to see Poochie.
Poochie's on maternity leave.
He ain't stupid. He ain't getting involved in
Maternity?
this.
Yeah. Don't question it.
I'll question
But
it as
I
many
just
times
did.
as I want.
I'm not.
I just did.
The miracle of birth.
Rudely
Game guy
interrupted
gets rudely
by the-
interrupted by the miracle of life.
Hope you're good at fluttering.
Heh! Funny joke, that. I need bats to spawn higher, please.
Only the highest of bats for game guy.
William Blaze bats.
Right now.
That bat seems pretty high.
Yeah, this part took me quite a bit of practice.
It's kind of having a feel for, like, where Yoshi is while above the
Yeah.
screen.
Yeah, for some reason, I have a lot of trouble with that. That's kind of why I, did the egg aiming with the sluggy.
Egg aiming is nice because it's honestly a little harder to tell where he is below the screen because he can just go so much farther down.
Yeah, I get that too. Any reason you can't just, yeah. There.
Isn't the reason because the game is bad?
Any reason you can't?
No, this game's awesome. What are you
No,
talking-
no, I'm
This game
talking
is
about
bad?
Yoshi's New Island.
Oh, yeah, no, that game sucks.
Hooray!
There can't be more than one green Yoshi. That's illegal.
Paradox.
Yeah, one of those Yoshis should be replaced with a 1-up.
No, it's a stock Roos Yoshi.
A lot of
Also,
players nearby.
also,
Okay.
New Island doesn't keep track of your score, it just keeps track of if you collected everything.
Just so we're clear, I've explained this before, but this is technically legal because you can get star things from the minigame thing. I forget exactly which bandit game it is, but there's one of them.
It's the balloon burst one, I think.
Okay, middle bottom, and
Right.
middle
Do
right.
you honestly think I didn't memorize the, like, one star point thing?
Yes.
Just in case.
Considering that's, like, the thing I'm immediately going for. I forgot that both fulls were there, so that's just gonna accidentally win, don't mind me.
Just get the 7-up, it's fine.
The 7-up.
The 7-up.
Imagine if you
did
accidentally
it.
just kind of got everything. Also, it's a 10-up, you trog.
Yeah, come on, Unalive, how do you not know this?
You're trog.
Yeah, it's short for troglodyte.
Wow, really?
If you wanted to compliment somebody, you would call them a trogdor. The Burninator.
Yeah, okay. I mean, thank you for giving me only the 10 and only the 20. Because obviously I don't
Hey,
want both or anything.
Can I beef now?
You should pick up the
my-
magnifying glass, that might be helpful.
10 seconds!
As a drag.
Just let me
No.
Actually, it was just a dragon.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
But he was
Understandable. Have a day.
There we go.
You know, I never bothered to count how many star points I actually need for this.
Enough.
Well, you need a lot, yeah. Yeah, I just don't get freaking 2-star things. They're just one at a time. RNG being really cool to me today.
How many items can you have in your inventory again?
I don't know, but the game doesn't tell you when it's full and it starts replacing things if you actually hit the cap.
Oh, awesome.
It's great.
Maybe Google has the answer for that.
I've never bothered to count.
Me neither.
Alright. Time to break reality and do extra 2 while Dragon is here.
Space.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Finally, Dragon's allowed.
Finally!
Dragon's allowed to be here for
After
extra
10 years.
And then Dragon's Internet, Mr. Crops.
To be fair, he was here for the very end of Extra 2 in LPIA 2010.
And then he'll be here for the very beginning. And nothing else.
Maybe next year he'll be here for the middle.
yeah, no, I wanted to be here for this because I helped Game Guy come up with the star strat. That was basically all it was.
Pretty much.
Boy, I sure can't find an answer.
I like this level though. It's neat.
It's neat, yeah. Playing casually, at least.
God.
Yes.
Thank you, Danny.
It's also very forgiving if you know how to flutter. Like, you can basically make it all the way back to the beginning if you ever screw up. From, like, anywhere in the level.
Yeah, don't you need to basically blitz through the entire level without Mario?
Pretty much. Yeah, LPIA 2010 was the first time I did this. Sweet. Hi, Mario. If you guessed I just kind of happened to collide with Mario on my way to death, you win!
And also, you might be 20 points short now.
Yeah, well...
Okay, I have the answer, 22.
Sweet. Why 22?
I don't know.
Wait, did I just hear someone? Did I hear someone say hello in the standard Mario voice?
Yeah, it was me.
Hello!
Hello!
Hello, Mario.
Where Baby Mario just talks like regular Mario the whole time.
Wow! Wow! Yippee!
Hello, Mario.
Okay, salami.
Hello, Mario.
What's a PayPal?
Speaking
still
of bouncing babies, Luigi.
Another door.
Another door?
I still can't get over just eerily normal sounding Luigi.
He's my
Like
brother Luigi with a spaghetti full of information.
Hello, Mario.
Hello, Mario.
I'm your brother, Luigi.
It's pretty much that.
I'm your brother and also a doctor.
I still don't know if it's real or fake.
Well, it is fake.
Okay. I had
Yeah,
my
it's not
doubts,
the real
but I was not
Luigi,
sure.
obviously.
The real Luigi.
Om nom nom nom.
No. I played
Ow.
BGO recently.
Huh?
I played BGO recently.
Did
you
you
win?
without me?
It's still good.
Game guy, you should have invited me to the BGO game.
I mean, Danny just wanted to do it. Well, speaking of Danny,
Did you win?
You got Danny, huh?
Is the camera ever gonna pan?
And
Game?
I lived.
I
Rarely. This game, this level is very forgiving if you know how to flutter.
It's not
Kinda
really going to help you because Baby Mario will probably.
How many do I have? One,
Quite a few.
2, 3,
Start
5.
90, 110. You'll be fine if you don't mess up. Otherwise, you absolutely will not be fine.
Baby Mario, I need you to move.
That was close.
Oh, sweet.
Oh no.
You gonna try anyway?
it's worth a shot.
I don't remember this being too unforgiving, so might as well. Well, I mean, if I just don't hover, that might be enough to seal me. You know. Always a good time. Just gonna.
Probably should get 1 or 2 more of those. Or
Well, no, if I reset, it reverts back.
Yeah, when you go back to the world map or die, it just kind of saves.
World 6 is represented by a wizard.
yes. the
Bowser,
World Six
notorious wizard.
I mean, he is
Man.
technically supposed to be a wizard.
I still feel like we got completely shafted with the world map in Yoshi Island compared to the prototype
Yeah.
version.
MP, there still hasn't been an ocarina, and I'm sad.
Slightly preoccupied.
Oh.
Well,
Fighting
stop
lots
being
of ghost
preoccupied.
ships.
We've got like 15 minutes.
I'm trying to stop being preoccupied, but there's ghost ships and there's player ships and it's a real mess.
Well, tell those ghost ships and player ships you need to play your ocarina.
Easy solution, just play the Song of Time so that you can go back in time and have more time.
Play the Song of Healing so that I can feel vindicated from 10 years ago.
10 years ago?
And then turn into a mask.
Actually, to be fair, I mostly requested Oath to Order.
I also don't... I know Song of Healing because I looked it up earlier when it came up.
I mean,
I
if you
still
want
don't
Oath
know
to
Oath to Order.
Look up Star Spangled Banner.
Oops. Help.
It is the most appropriate song to play on the ocarina.
I mean,
of
it
course.
helps.
I mean, it's literally the same notes, as far as I can tell, anyway. Just a very different rhythm.
Hello, Mario.
Hello, Yoshi!
Wah! 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 I still can't go because fucking Baby Mario, but because normal ass Mario voice.
Baby Luigi. Wah. Wah. Wah.
Freaking heck.
I am Baby Luigi.
Hello, Mario.
And also
I
a
am
dog.
I am baby and I must cry.
Baby
Some-
dog.
Me a nipple.
I feel
Okay,
like
I'm
that's
gonna try to not
something,
get attacked
but
by
I
other
can't remember
players while I
what
Let
go
me correct that. Someone
get
fetch
my
me a health
fucking
bar.
ocarina. Give me a second.
Isn't that a reference to something? If someone fetch me a nipple or something like that?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
that's-
Bridge.
Yeah, right.
Wah. 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 Someone fetch me a nipple.
Right, I remember now.
Oh, British's Discord died.
Rip.
This is so sad. Can we get 1,000,000 likes? A man
I'll
needs
give
his
you
nut.
1 like.
There's one more
That-
complication in this process that I forgot to consider until this precise moment as I started to do a couple of notes on my ocarina.
Dude.
My wife is asleep in the other room and will absolutely hear it, and it's not possible to play an ocarina quietly.
Well,
Not with
So-
that attitude.
Wednesday. Wednesday it'll happen, I promise.
Wednesday
We
for
are
sure.
to this, or else
Wednesday
you are
for sure.
banned from free ham sandwich day.
It'll be perfect, because it'll bookend LPIA, because this is the end of LPIA forever.
I'm so upset
No
because
more LPIAs after this.
Well, no,
I'm so upset because I baked a cake earlier this evening, and the one thing I did as soon as I took it out of the oven is completely slam it into the ground.
Nice!
what?
Show it his
No.
boss.
Oh.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I was
That's
legit
fine.
upset, and my mom was laughing.
Rude!
I mean, it's better than being upset at me.
How dare you cake the floor?
What did that floor ever do to you?
It was the floor's birthday.
Happy birthday,
to the
floor!
ground! I threw the rest of the cake too! Welcome to the real world, jackass!
But yeah,
Welcome to
that
more
really
monkey
sucked.
madness.
Monkey!
Monkey!
Welcome to everyone collects the red coins for you.
The level.
Oh, so it's the second of its type.
This one. Actually, is this worse than Baseball Bubba's? I don't know. I think Baseball Bubba's might be a bit worse than that front.
If you guess I
This
tried to bounce on a monkey and it just kinda didn't work.
This is a harder level, I think, but
Yeah,
to low score. But I think Baseball Bubba's might be a bit worse about collecting coins for you. Just the big difference is this is a hard level as it is. You have to deal with it for the entire level.
Oh god, ridiculous.
Stop yawning. You're not allowed to yawn. Only I'm allowed.
Okay, sorry. I'll stop.
Gosh, freaking, I didn't even see those.
Sniped.
If you guessed I didn't even see those, you win.
Hey, James, gotta watch out for those.
Did you know there are those there?
What are those?
What are those?
They're called shoes.
It's a shoe, Luigi. You
That's
didn't
you.
make it.
Pew, 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 pew.
Aren't some of these red? I actually don't remember.
They don't look
Boy,
red.
no,
those
I,
are
I
blue.
really wish that guy didn't exist. Yep, that sure is red.
Alright.
Also, I know you can get that flower with a watermelon if you just stand up top.
That's a bad challenge.
You can't kill monkeys.
Be
you
Well, yeah,
back.
you can't even
Actually,
kill them.
probably won't be back before you're done streaming. So, bye. See you Wednesday.
Bye!
Find that
Better
ocarina.
I found the
ocarina.
ocarina. I just.
I said find my harmonica.
Yeah. Alright, see ya.
Not to play or anything. I
Okay.
just need to find
No,
my
it's
ocarina.
fine.
Not my
Just
ocarina. I
don't
don't have an
move.
ocarina. Harmonica.
If you guess
Oh,
Yoshi just
you
didn't
found
want
the
to move more
ocarina
to the right.
And MP, if you find harmonica and MP brings the ocarina, I'll just pull out my trumpet and we can all do a trio.
Yeah. Problem is, I don't know where tired me from last year put my fucking harmonica.
Whoa! That's not what I wanted to do at all. If you guessed that's not what I wanted to do at all, you win.
Did you check under the mattress?
Did you check wherever your dice went?
So, do you remember saying that, or were you told that by the others?
Pardon?
That you would hide your harmonica?
I remember that.
And you checked under the mattress.
Yes.
Did you check under the fridge?
Yes.
Gosh,
Did you check
that's
under
the
the
worst red
floorboards?
coin.
I cannot get under the floorboards to begin with, so
Did you check under the house?
the only thing that's there is a footprint of my brother's when he was like 7.
Did you
Okay.
check under the footprint?
No.
Did you check under the sea?
But in all seriousness, though, I know for a fact it's somewhere in my room, and that's about it.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. Problem is, I don't know where my dumbass tired self would have hidden such a thing. Because I thought it would either be in my socks drawer or the drawer where I keep spare controllers. It is not.
Ah.
Like the socks drawer seems like a bread and butter place to hide something stupid.
What about your other drawers?
I've checked them as well. The drawers were the first thing I check whenever I remember to try and find my harmonica.
Did you try buying another harmonica?
No, it's not worth it.
It would never replace your harmonica.
Alright.
Are you having fun yet?
No. This level's bad. Like, thank goodness it's short, but oof.
Yeah, no, this level's rough. It's rough low score, it's rough 100%, and it's rough just normally.
It's just rough.
Hmm.
There, I've killed
The
5
whole-
very
monkeys.
not
They just happen to be the same
The only
monkey
level
5
more
times.
rough than this is Poochie Ain't Stupid, and that's because dog. You know, rough.
Listen here, you little shit.
I love it when Yoshi decides, I'm gonna land on the platform instead of hovering.
Okay, so.
I think you might just scout that wheel and see which coins on it are red.
I mean, the one I'm trying to avoid is red, and that's really all that matters.
Have you thought
Like,
thought about licking the tap off?
other,
I'm pretty
other
sure there's
things
at
I
least
have-
another coin there.
all the
You have
things
a
I have
magnifying
attempted to get. All the things I've attempted to check are behind my VCR. It's not there. And on top of various things, I would otherwise need various assistance to reach, like just standing
Great.
on top of other things. It's not there either. So I'm running out of ideas. Like,
What if you hid it in the trash?
no.
That's not hiding.
Yeah, that's not hiding.
No, it is. It's hiding forever.
I'd have to ask you to stop. The heck was that
Nah.
noise?
I don't know, I couldn't hear it.
I know you guys couldn't hear it, but chat could.
I'm gonna go
There's like a
AFK for a
sound
bit to
effect
go on
that
another
shouldn't be
harmonica
there.
magical adventure for a few
Freaking-
minutes,
can
see
I
if I
just
can find
land
it.
anywhere?
Alright, best
Good
of
luck,
luck.
British.
I'll send you my energy.
Speaking of sounds, you know what I appreciate about this game? It's like the only game with Yoshi in it that does this. It has both the old Yoshi sounds and the new one.
Yeah. I really don't like the Yoshi voice they gave him in whatever Mario Party it started with. I don't like the Yoshi voice.
I mean, I
the,
may as well just die. This
the
is
current
stupid.
Yoshi voice. I like the N64 one.
Are we talking the Fui Flu?
Yeah.
That started with Yoshi's story.
Yeah, I like that one.
Or
I don't
no,
like-
the original one started with Yoshi's creation, and then the more human sounds started with
Human
Yoshi's.
Yoshi.
It's like how they changed the Boo voice. I don't like it.
Did they?
Yeah, I like the not the.
I like the King Boo voice where he just goes.
I hate that.
And it's always we use voice clips too.
Interesting.
He hasn't had
And so
a new
Green
voice clip
Yoshi
in years.
passes Baby Mario to Green Yoshi.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this one mostly uses the newer voices, but when you reclaim Baby Mario, you get the old sound. I kind of like that mixture.
Whip
I found a water pistol.
That's useful.
Good job.
Can you make harmonic
Did
sounds
it.
with?
The impossible
Maze.
maze.
What?
Unfortunately, this water pistol does not have any water in it.
Paul.
go put some water in it.
So it's just a pistol, is what you're saying.
In fact, I think the water pistol is broken.
Rip.
Well,
Nice.
go fix it.
I think
I do
made
not know how to
mistakes.
fix it.
Well, learn.
It does look cool though. It's a very tiny water pistol.
Well,
Yeah,
then maybe
I
you
sure
should
have made
water
mistakes.
it so it will grow.
Because
like
all
the
this
tiny-
record.
Well, I always end up picking that door first for some reason. And
Like-
it's the worst.
Do you want a picture of the tiny water pistol?
Well, maybe I do.
What the
Okay.
fuck have I missed?
Danny, you're not very good at eating me.
I reiterate, how-
Or
What the
Oh
fuck?
my.
Anyway, here's a picture of my tiny water pistol.
You missed the very long cave in the skiing.
Well, I'm kind of glad I missed those.
Skiing took 10 minutes.
And the very long cave had.
And it wasn't even the longest level in the game.
Very long cave had an experience.
It sure
Yeah.
did.
There's a water pistol.
Yeah, if you look in the clip zone, you can see
I-
2 clips of that.
I still disagree with what happened. For what it's worth.
Excuse
Yep.
me, that's my new strategy that I was showcasing for the first time ever here. During
Sure,
LPIA
it was.
20,000, 5,000 million.
Anyway,
What are you talking about? The low score challenge getting points? That's your strategy?
Oh, I didn't
There's
get
no-
points.
This challenge.
What, the game crash?
look at
watch.
the clip, kid, low.
I will watch the clip.
Remember the mole transformation and how I haven't used it yet?
Is it calculated or master plan?
Yes.
I can't wait for Special 3.
Oh yeah, I guess this is the first time you've used it.
Anyway, but if you look in LPIA, you get to see my cool tiny water pistol.
Hard diggity.
Special 3 kind of forces the mole transformation on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I actually use it, to be honest.
Who is getting pinged?
That would be me.
Heck.
Stop that.
Looking at it again, they
Help
kind
me,
of
damn it.
Whoa.
bait
Okay,
through the
Yoshi.
ground.
Anybody see Yoshi just kind of snap to the top of the box?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Happens.
Unlike the helicopter transformation, which gets used all the time.
It's funny because the mole tank is probably the second most common transformation.
Kidlo, I'm begging you, put yourself in a busy status so you don't get the ping sounds.
In fact, it definitely is.
Do what, Asha?
Put yourself, change yourself to busy as a status so you don't get the ping sounds, please. It really bothers me.
Are those Easter eggs?
Is that
Yeah.
idle or do not disturb?
The red one.
Didn't.
And
Thank you. Because I keep having a jack reaction to
Alright,
the sound.
You snapped again. I know now to add that to my soundbot now.
Alright,
Please don't.
I'm only doing this because it's almost work time and I just don't want to redo the level.
Alright, enough.
This is moderately easy to screw up.
Oh yeah. Get eaten by a piranha plant.
You did it.
I mean, I did, but Baby Mario sure is way the heck over there.
Maybe.
Wow, use your star points.
I mean, I don't want to, but I sure can.
What do you mean you don't want to? What are you gonna use them for?
Sure you can.
Remember urgencies that are bigger than this one?
Oh, cool. Hollow Knight speedrun in SGDQ after that. Gonna watch that.
Oh yeah, SGDQ is happening.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
know about that.
And
Oh,
Hollow Knight
shit.
speedruns are really cool, honestly.
Who likes reverse controls?
Do I? But you're really-
Never mind, it's temporary, I guess.
Actually, I never got bothered by reverse controls, only because I played so much Rayman in my youth. And there's a portion of the level that just forces you to play with left and right reversed. And you have to do tight platforming. Oh, nice! It's great.
What's that level in Donkey Kong Country 3 called? I forget.
I was playing Fall Guys earlier, and I had just set up my controller to work on my PC, but I guess I had the Y-axis inverted, so I was basically doing a race with my Y-axis inverted in every
Oh,
level.
nice.
Is it
I didn't
Poison
quit.
Pipeline, I think?
Maybe. But
Where-
yeah, I'm so used to reverse controls, it just does not faze me at all.
It's great, because they also reverse up and down, which is literally only relevant if you transform into Enguard.
That was a stream.
It sure was a stream. Next time,
Death.
yeah. More probably the
love it.
finale of LPIA XL.
How fitting with
And the after
that Kamek and everywhere.
I don't know what I'm doing with Pit of 100 Trials. That might
What is
just
a
be
stream?
part of After Party or whatever at this point.
After Shardy.
Because that's just it. Like,
No.
it's probably gonna take me long enough next stream to like finish the game that it's just gonna be super late by the time I would start.
I'm not a mature person.
Oh,
A bit.
rude.
I need to get to the fucking stream.
Get to the stream! Hurry! Hurry! Hurry before it ends! Kidlo, you gotta hurry! You gotta hurry because it's gonna end any second now.
Dig, damn it, dig! Okay, there.
And then the bubble appears.
Oh no!
Every time.
Critical beep.
Critical beep!
Critical beep.
He got the crit.